Pog. Please don't leave me like this. The golden boy still peppin'. What's up, bitches? Hello. We're fucking back. Can you guys hear me over the music? Is the music and microphone mixed and mastered correctly? I'm a professional, okay? I can't be having my shit mixed incorrectly. It makes me look bad. I got a reputation to uphold. Everything needs to be sounding crisp. Welcome back. I know it's been a fucking minute. I've been busy. That's okay. You guys are used to it. You guys are used to me leaving for months at a time to go get cigarettes and not know exactly when I come back. But you know I always do. You know I always do come back. Fear and Reacts. Yes, there'll be Fear and Reacts today. God damn. Thank you for the 5 gifty boys. Off to a goddamn incredible start. Remedy, thank you for the 5 gifty boys. See, I say this every time, but it's like, this is bad. You shouldn't be rewarding me for being inconsistent. You shouldn't be rewarding me for bad behavior. You should reward me when I stream more than one day in a row, not when I stream once every 2 months. You're reinforcing bad habits. But thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Quarterly supervised visits, yeah. Yeah, I have the kids for the weekend. But welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here. Shut up and get richer than Hassan. We do need to get those numbers up. Looking at it, bro, we need to get it to at least 10,000. Congratulations to everybody that gifted a sub. I gotta redo my emotes. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, actually, how like I want to hire somebody to fucking redo my emotes since they're all super outdated. Even though we only really need the Marche emote. Let's be fucking real. We only need the fucking emo axolotl. That's the only emo that really matters. Gotta get it to at least 10,000. But how you guys been? What's up? What'd I miss? I've been fucking scurrying about. I've been out and about all around town. I've been in Chicago. I've been in Denver. I've been in Vegas. I'm going to Houston this weekend. When does it end? Sorry if I sound a little congested. I woke up kind of sick yesterday. And like, I don't really ever get sick. I can't remember the last time I actually got sick. But yesterday I woke up like with my throat kind of like you know how like sometimes when you're sick and like you swallow spit and like it hurts. I had that yesterday and a little bit today. Like I'm a little bit stuffy. Just don't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe I'm dying. Maybe I finally have pushed my body to its fucking limit. It's about time. It's only a matter of time, honestly. The last pod was fucking infuriating to watch. Yeah, people seem to be pretty split on the last podcast. People are either like, this is the best episode I've ever fucking seen. It was so funny. Or like, I was white knuckling through the entire episode. I can't watch this or support you guys anymore. I'm leaving. And we're going to watch it. So we'll get to experience that together. Ew, Houston. Hey, Poppy Fairy. Wait, Poppy Fairy, you're the one who does the art, right? Incredible work. You've been in between the argument of the century between Hassan and Cutie. Onion Gate is real. I know. Hi, March. How you doing? What's up? Hi. Sorry, chat's moving really fast. Sorry if I miss your chat. It's not because I read it and don't care about you. It's because I didn't read it because it's hard for me to focus on chat sometimes, especially because I don't stream as much anymore. It was great but hard to watch at the same time. Who watched the Patreon episode? Who saw the resolution to Onion Gate? I'm a Cutie defender, but the comments were doing too much. Some people were for sure getting too parasocial. But I mean, it's the internet. It happens. The Patreon was so good. Yeah. The Patreon was a banger too. I listened to the pod while grocery shopping and was losing my mind and looked insane in public. One time, that reminds me. One time I was in Tokyo. Earlier this year, I was in Tokyo with, and I was walking through Shibuya, like just like in the streets. God, I don't know, a walkable city. Picture this, if you will, Americans, for a second. I know, a walkable city. I was walking through the streets conveniently, and I was walking with Wake, actually. It was just me and him, and we're walking, like the two of us are walking this way, and then someone is walking towards us, this guy, like on his phone, like with his like, a hoodie on, like headphones in, and he looks at me, and he does a double take, and then he stops, and he's like, oh my God. He's like, Marche, he's like, I'm listening to the podcast right now. And then he shows me his phone, and it's the Fear and logo because he's listening to the audio. And he's like, can I get a picture? I was like, that's crazy. That's like imagine being that fan, and you're like in Tokyo, and you run into like you don't know that I'm in Tokyo. Just like, he's like, what are you doing here? It was awesome. I still think of that guy. By the way, people are taking it way too serious. The fucking entertainment show. Stop being so parasocial. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like people on the podcast are hamming it up for the meme. This last pod finally got my ass to the Patreon. I don't know if it was that good. Then that's what we like to fucking hear. Remember, the Patreon doesn't only pay for the rich streamers to get richer. It also pays for me to get slightly richer. And I'm not a rich streamer, okay? Patreon's really all I got. So when you're subscribing to the Patreon, think about it as if you're subscribing just to me. Patreon was the kindergarten recent episode. The timing is insane. What timing? Thank you for the 105 months. I always like when you can never unsub OP Adidas because you're one of the first subscribers ever to my channel. You need to keep that streak going because you're how I can tell how long I've been a partner. I've been a partner for 105 months. How many years is that? It's way too fucking long. And y'all do a Pride booth without Austin, like gay Disney night? God, that'd be so sick. That'd be so sick if we did like a WeHo Pride and lived it up like super hardcore and then didn't invite Austin. God, that'd be so fucking funny. It'd be very homophobic though. Ali Shamu, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome all new followers. Welcome viewers. Welcome Twitch frogs, new and old. Thank you for being here. I've gathered you here today for a very important announcement. I feel like low-key there should have been a disclaimer or something at the bottom of the pin in the comment to not follow Hassan's advice. I mean, they're streamers. None of them are veterinarians. 8 years and 9 months. Okay, I've been doing this shit for too long. You're homophobic? Yes, I'm homophobic now. March, we need your commentary on Onion Gate. I will give my commentary on Onion Gate. Don't worry. You will get my commentary on Onion Gate. You might not like it, though. I'm gonna be honest. You might not like it. I didn't even know Twitch was a thing for that long. Yeah, and before that, it was Justin TV, if you can imagine that. I've invested in this stream for too long to unsub. Yeah, the sunk cost of your subscription. You can't ever get rid of that now. Like, that's like, if March speaks, it's facts. So somebody mentioned earlier, I saw the chat go by. It said something like, "You're my favorite on the podcast, even though you don't have a mic and the camera." And I've been thinking, I don't know. I've been thinking, I've been considering changing that. I know that's crazy because I've had a pretty hard line rule against it for a while, but I've been considering. Will just posted his retelling of Braun Underwear Gate. Can we rewatch that episode too? He posted it? If you link it, yeah, link it. Okay, chat lit the fuck up when I said that. Holy shit. Either get a mic or start screaming. Press escape void, yeah. Press escape awakened something in me. And now there's a hole missing. And there's a hole. There's a press escape size hole in my chest that can only be filled by giving myself a microphone on Fear Ed. Please mic up. Yes, I love the press. I miss press escape. Yeah. The people demand it. Bro, yes, join in. And no, I'm not gonna replace us. I would just give myself a mic. What is this? Is this the retelling? Let me see. If this is spam, I'm gonna kill you. What the fuck is this? Fear and Heals Cutie's Inner Child story time. Okay, I'll react to this. Edited by Shy. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'll watch this. Thank you, Nova, for linking that. If anybody else has anything else they want me to watch, now's the time to link. This is the part of the broadcast where I don't tell you shit about myself and will just yap about some nonsense and react about it if you got it. I was just watching that when I got your live notification. Surprise! Yeah, Brenna, thank you for the tier 1. Hype train incoming. Let's fucking go. What does the hype train even do? Just like gives you an emo, right? Love a good yap. Sometimes you need a good yap. There's much to discuss, much to catch up on. Last time I saw you guys, I hadn't even gone to Chicago yet with Hassan. That was pretty cool. Quick little in and out. And then I went from, dude, I've been on a fucking tear. I feel like I'm just barely bouncing back from, oh my God, I feel myself. I think I might have like a fever. I think I'm actually like sick. Weird. I haven't been sick in so long. I really put my body through the fucking ringer this time with that Chicago trip. And then from Chicago, I went straight to Denver to see 5 hours of Skrillex at Red Rocks. And then I went straight from Denver to go to EDC. And damn, that was a marathon. That was a fucking marathon. My sleep schedule is still fucked up from that. I'm like barely getting on top of it. I think it's just the emotes, but you get a little train badge next to your name. I do like trains. I do like public transit. How was EDC? EDC was amazing. I mean, it's always fucking amazing. It was incredible. Yeah, saw so much good music and like hung out with like, you know, my favorite people. It was great. It took a lot out of me physically. It was physically taxing as it always is, but it was fantastic. I would do it all over again. Yeah. It's like kind of a blur, but it was, yeah. No Service was brutal this year. No Service was brutal this year. I feel like it was, oh my God, why is that so loud? Sorry, that alert was so fucking loud. Was that as loud as what for me as it was for you guys? Woke. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling woke after that one. Yeah, I feel like the service was fucking way worse this year at EDC than usual. I was like straight up like my phone was a brick for like 6 hours at a time. It was crazy. Thank you for the 100 bits though, and a YouTube video. And okay. Okay. That's where we're at now, huh? Let me try. I'm sorry. I'm trying to change the noise level of these alerts because they're so fucking loud, for me at least. Oh god, I'm such a fucking boomer when it comes to doing this shit now. Hold on. Bit. Manage variations. Oh god, how do I just turn the volume down? There it is. For some reason the bits was way louder than everything else. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're good now. Is the jukebox open? Probably not right now, but later maybe. Yeet the Rich, thank you for the tier 1. No swinger orgies at EDC. No, not this time. Wait, is that in reference to the Coachella fucking Will Neff story? Did he tell you guys about that? That was crazy. Yeah, that was insane. Is there a future of another Patreon episode with you, like with Porter? That was one of my favorites. There's no plans of having me like as a host. That was like a special case because Hassan was out of town, so there was an opportunity for me to fill, and also because Porter's my goat. So I was like, if there's ever a time for me to fill, it's then. So I mean, I don't want to say never, but there's no plans for it. But maybe. Oh right, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I've been thinking lately, and like, next time I'm in the studio for the podcast, I think I'm actually gonna rig up a microphone for myself and a camera and just like test it out. Not like actually use it or do it yet, but just test it out, see how it feels, see how it looks, see how it sounds. Just a little like proof of concept. And if I'm feeling it, maybe it's time. Maybe for episode 150, we unlock a new chapter with producer, microphone, and camera. New member unlocked. Yeah, maybe. Is that something that would interest you guys? Y'all think? What do you guys think? Would have been very useful this week's episode. I'm shy. Like the thing is, I'm shy, but at the same time, I'm not. Like I don't want to. There's just a lot of personalities in that room, and I don't want to like insert myself. You know? Can you leak the cat food sponsor? Yeah, it's this brand called Smalls. Can you make Marche Smash character introduction? I'll get Austin Ox on that. The streets are asking. What if it's whack? Like, what if I like? Oh god, see, even just thinking about it, it's making me fucking second guess it. Because it's like the whole reason I've never had a mic and camera on Fear End is because I have not wanted to do that. Because every time I watch podcasts, I've said this a million times. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's like every time I watch podcasts and there's a producer that chimes in, I'm always like, who the fuck is this guy? And so. But I think I guess it's a bit different in this situation because people, I guess, do know who I am. I don't know. We'll see. It's not confirmed. I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it lately. I don't know why I did the Trump hands when I was talking about that just now. No, if I wouldn't do just microphone. I would do microphone and camera. If I'm gonna go all the way. If I'm either doing it all the way and I'm like adding myself as a character, or I'm not doing it at all. Marche at least big character personality though, so you'd be like our POV reaction. Fair. They also talk to you directly sometimes, so it'll add to those bits. Yeah, maybe we'll do it sparingly and then see how it goes from there. Maybe that's a good place to start. Are you still gatekeeping your jewelry brand? My jewelry brand? I wear jewelry from all sorts of places. This is Rare Romance, and this one's Vivienne Westwood. And then I got some other stuff. I'm wearing a bit more jewelry than I usually do right now. Love to see and hear more from you on the pod. But you have a great personality and interact well with everybody. Thank you. Give us the Fear and necklace. I had a conversation. I had a meeting with the merch people this morning, actually. Look, I'm out here. I might not be live on Twitch. I might be moving in silence, but I'm doing things, okay? I had big business deals, big business meetings this morning. It was like a 10-minute meeting, and I was like half asleep during it. But I had a meeting with the fucking merch people this morning, and I was like, looking at it, bro, we got to get through at least 10,000. No, but the art of the deal, art of the steal. I was like, let's get the ball rolling on this. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Look, the fear. I don't even have my fear end chain because it broke. So I'm also fear end chainless. Only fear end chains I have over there in my closet are like some shitty sample ones that aren't even like they're not even wearable, or maybe they're a bit too dainty, so they're not wearable for me. But maybe I could give them to like a girlfriend or something. I've been saving my money for the merch. Wow, that's crazy. You've been saving money because we don't even know when it's coming. How about you set it up to record and let someone else, like Haas, edit that episode so you're not responsible for deciding where your reactions and bits fit into someone else? Does it? Oh, I'm not worried about that. That part, I'm not worried about that shit. The existing main focus on cams consists of all streamers, so viewers are already comfy with that dynamic. I'd assume chatters would just appreciate feeling engaged by a fellow viewer in the moment of the pod. Chainless. Yeah, chainless, dripless, no hose. Pre-order. Can you address the recent drama in the latest episode of Fear and? Yeah, I'm that's why I'm live. Addressing the allegations. That should be my title, actually. Addressing the allegations. This is my YouTuber apology video. Except I didn't do anything wrong. Maidenless. Wait, was the body pillows coming a fever dream? Is that still happening? Perhaps. To my understanding, it's a work in progress. That's my understanding. I finally caught a March stream. Yes, welcome. You're here. You're here. You were here. The other thing I want to do is look. Okay, so sorry, I'm stimming so hard. I haven't fucking streamed in like a month, so I'm fucking like I'm stimming. I also haven't had caffeine, and I'm sick, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, this is the AMA portion of the stream. I'll yap for like 20, 30 more minutes, and then we'll get into some reacts. So if you ever wanted to say anything to me, say it now. Catching a March stream is like catching a rare Pokemon. Yeah. That's one way to look at it. How was EDC? I mean, EDC was amazing. Saw a bunch of good music. Highlights for me were like Porter, Pool Party, Isonoc, Rez, Alesso, Martin Garrix, EDJ. There was so much. Honestly, I didn't see like a single bad set all weekend. Everything fucking slapped. Vibes were great. I survived off 2 chicken nuggets. I was tweaking, drinking. It was great. Yeah, that Alesso set was pretty good. Okay, yeah, whatever, bro. Shut up. My goal is to say to you at some point at a con. My goal is to say to you at some point at a con, but I don't want to be that guy and draw attention from whatever's going on. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate the work you do. Aloha. Well, you're telling me right now in chat, which is thank you, very, very appreciated and very sweet. And also, you can come up to me. I feel like it's rare where it's like we're too busy. Any of us are too busy to where you can't come up and say hello. The only time that's ever been a problem is if like we're getting like swarmed. I know you were in chat for at least a bit of the Ethan Hassan debate. Did it give you psychic damage? Because it definitely gave me some. Oh yeah, it gave me hella psychic damage. Especially the part where he pulled me up on camera. I froze. Hassan was mid-debate in front of 120,000 people, and it was just a complete shit show. And then he pulls up my chat logs, and he's like, my producer Marche is in the chat right now. I was like, leave me the fuck out of this. Like, and then he like left it there for like a minute. I was literally stun locked at my computer here. I was like, do I type something? Do I say something? Like, what do I, like, I literally froze. I've never frozen like that. I froze. I felt like there was a camera on me, and I was in the comfort of my own bedroom. I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to see Porter for the first next weekend. I'm hella excited. Hell yeah. That's going to be awesome. Love the song. Who's this band? This is Squillix. You gonna be at DreamCon? Yes. Oh, yes. So that's what we got coming up. We're going to DreamCon this weekend. I'm not sure what days we're going to be there. It's still up in the air. Classic Hassan. Last minute planning, you know. So yeah, we're gonna go to DreamCon. I've never been to DreamCon. I don't really know what to expect. I've never been to Houston actually. I'm the only part of Texas. Why do we not have the classic emote? Where's my classic emote? I swear better Twitch TV and 7 TV just like their emotes just fucking disappear randomly. Like I for sure have enabled classic before. My God, I'm fucking ADHDing so hard right now. Like I'm getting distracted so easily. I'm noticing myself getting fucking like distracted. Classic. Sorry, this is important. I need to do this. Wait. Oh, we do have it. You guys are trolling me. It's a small C. Got you. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, DreamCon. So like, I've only ever been to Austin, Texas, and it was chill. It was fine, but I mean, Austin, Texas has always been like sold and packaged to me as like, oh, it is like Lib Central fucking. It's like a tiny LA and like in Texas. So I'm gonna be real. Texas natives, close your ears. I'm gonna be so real. My expectations for Houston are very low. I'm going in with basically no expectations. I was told there's good Vietnamese food there. That's the only highlight I've heard so far. My friend told me that. That's the only redeeming thing I've heard so far. Lower them further. Your screen is mirrored on the side behind you. Just don't want any accidents. Sorry if you already know. Yeah, I know. Humidity is crazy though. Ew. Houston has great food, but literally nothing else. And I'm cool with that. Like, I mean, look, I can live with that. I can travel to a place and get by just on how bomb the food is and nothing else. I am somebody who like relishes so much in like the enjoyment of different cuisines and foods that'll get me through. That'll get me by. I will like be eating a meal. I'll seek out an amazing meal and be eating a meal and already be thinking about the next meal that I'm going to be having, and then spend the few hours in between the gaps of the meal looking forward to that next meal, and that will get me through to the other side. I'm definitely somebody who like lives to eat, you know? Did you get Gunner health insurance because of this week's episode? No, but the timing on that's pretty funny. Gunner is at doggy boot camp right now, but he will be home in 2 days. I found a good Peruvian place I was so excited to try. Where, in Houston? Send it to me. As a former Texan, Houston is one of the worst large cities in the country. Damn, okay. Hung out with some homeless guys a decade back in Houston. Good guys. Okay, I'll say hi to them. Houston's kind of trashy. I mean, LA's kind of trashy. You just have to drive / Uber to every meal, though. I mean, I live in Los Angeles. That's my reality here, too. So that's just like home. You also get to see the monstrosity that is Katy Freeway in Houston, which is dope. They will offer you drugs. Dick. I'd recommend some things I do in Houston, as I live in Texas and have been in all the major cities all across. Houston is definitely not the worst. Okay, yeah, I mean, feel free to pitch anything my way. How to pitch company pet insurance for Fear and Inc. That's not a bad idea. I wish elder dog health insurance wasn't so expensive. Oh yeah. Yeah, Gunner's 8 years old and I'm getting fucking turned out by the insurance company. They bent me over. And they're like, "Oh, you want coverage for your dog? You dumb idiot." It's gonna be $1 million. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense. But yeah, so DreamCon, don't know what to expect. I think Hassan is like competing in it, right? I know nothing going into this. I've done no research. I'm gonna be so real. But I think it'll be fun. We'll IRL stream. I'll set up a desktop stream for him in his hotel room like I always do. We'll probably run around the convention. I don't even know, like, what is the convention? What does DreamCon convention floor consist of? Is it like an anime convention kind of vibe? I really don't know. Anime mostly? Okay, I can get down with that. I like anime. I dabble in the weeb life, some would say. Last time was dope as fuck. Okay. What's my top 3? Ooh, top 3 anime? Full Metal Alchemist #1, for sure. And I mean that comboed with like the original and Brotherhood. I'm using one slot for both of them. Kaguya-sama Love is War #2, holding it down. And then #3. Either Yu Yu Hakusho or Samurai Champloo. A lot of other creators will be there. Ray, Sinna, Emmy, NMP. Yeah. No, I know. There'll be a lot of familiar faces, which will be nice. Maybe we'll do some collabs. I don't know. Samurai Champloo's so good. I know. Chat, I like anime. Should I check out DreamCon? If you're in the area, sure. Yeah, I have great taste. I know, chat. What did you guys expect? What did you guys expect me to say? You guys just gonna be like, my favorite anime is Naruto. My favorite anime, One Piece. Kill yourself. March, have you seen Serial Experiments Lane? It's peak. Yeah, I have. It's good. Haven't had a Ray collab since Japan. Yeah, maybe we can spin up a Ray collab. You guys want to know something funny? Never mind. I can't. Actually, I probably shouldn't share. Sorry. I'm sorry. I totally self-edited. That's my bad. Looks like there's a Michelin star barbecue joint in Houston. Link it to me now. Has Hassan mentioned anything about his Porsche to you guys? I'll throw that out there. Like in the past couple days. Well, now I'm being too okay. I'll just say it. Please share the good eats for Houston. Yeah, share with the class. Okay, I put this on my close friend stories on Instagram, so you guys didn't see this because I wasn't gonna speak about this publicly. But also, this is Hassan PR. This makes him look good, so I don't know why he would care if I spoke about this publicly. But I got in a car accident like a week and a half ago. Some of you guys know I drive a Toyota Supra, blah blah, whatever. I got in an accident. I was driving. I was making a left turn. I wasn't even moving, actually. I was completely stationary, and a car hit me like at full speed. But I was in the intersection trying to take a left, completely stopped. And yes, I'm okay. I am okay. I'm alive. I'm here in front of you. I'm alive, so I'm good. Unscathed, thankfully. So anyway, long story short, this car fucking blasts through a red light, smashes into my like driver's side headlight, and then bounces off my car and goes straight into a pole and totals their car like super hard. And at first I was like, frame 1, I was like, okay, I'm alive. My car seems drivable still. Frame 2, I'm like, I watched that guy run to the pole. I was like, holy shit, that guy might be dead. And then so I pulled off to the side. The driver was like bleeding. The airbags deployed. It was a car full of people. It was actually pretty bad. I immediately called 911 and paramedics, and they showed up pretty quickly. No one died. But a couple people from the backseat of the car left the scene. There was witnesses. According to the witnesses, people in the backseat were like apparently saying they were running away because they had warrants. I don't know if that's true. They might have just been profiling. But these people that were in the car definitely looked like they were like not doing well. Like they looked like they were like living out of their car. Their car was a piece of shit. They definitely looked like they might have been on something. I didn't actually interact with them at all. I like the cops kind of handled all the interactions between us. And there was like paramedics involved and stuff. But their car had no registration, no insurance. It was driving without tags, whatever. That doesn't matter. I'm okay. Who gives a shit? My car's in the shop. The reason this is even important is because Hassan, last time I went to go film Fear In, was kind enough to lend me his Porsche while my car's in the shop, which was very stupid of him to do because I am not giving that shit back. So if you're in the LA area and want to go for a joyride in a very nice Porsche Taycan that rich socialist streamer got canceled over, bang my line. Free car, rip bozo, easy clap. Can I get some easy claps in the chat? What year's the Supra? 23. The Supra's not. This is socialism. That's what I'm saying. This is fucking socialism. We fucking did it. Run Uber with, dude. I just start running Uber in the Porsche. That'd be so fucking funny. Our Porsche. We earned this Porsche. I hate Nate Lee for the 6 months. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, it drives really well. It's been fun. Shouts out to Hassan for giving me this fucking car. Union Kitchen has bomb ass seafood, lobster grilled cheese. What is Houston known for? I mean, Texas is known for barbecue, right? Like that's like their thing. So I gotta go down there and just eat hella barbecue, right? Which I can get down with some fucking Texas barbecue. Don't get me wrong, Beyonce. Was Beyonce from Texas? Does it beat the stinky allegations? Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, it was crazy. You guys want to see the car accident? My car was like actually unscathed. It was fucking sorry, I just got a text. My car was actually unscathed, pretty unscathed. My driver side headlight was smashed in, and there was some body damage. But my car drives fine. It's in the shop. Should make a full recovery. So, oh yeah, I was playing up pictures. Their car is done for. Their car was like actually cooked. Like when I say totaled, I mean like they totaled that shit. I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy. And again, mind you, I was stationary. The car like bounced off of me and into a pole. They were going like full speed through a red. I was like, damn, that's insane. You guys probably can't see it too well because I'm going to show you on my phone. So that's my car. Minor damage, not too crazy. Car is kind of blown out. I can turn the light down a bit. And then this is their car. The top of the lamppost that they hit fell off, like just collapsed. And there was a mom and her son waiting at the crosswalk by that pole they crashed into. So like, if they were just like 5 feet to the right, they just get fucking run over by that car. It was crazy. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. So all things considered, my airbag didn't go off. I honestly didn't get hit that hard. Like I went to the gym later that day. Like I walked out like unscathed. Like, so considering the situation, I was chilling. But yeah, is it true that this was a hit to silence you? Yes, they were trying to take me out. They were trying to take me out. Who hired them? I don't know. Austin has more barbecue than than Houston, to be fair. Get a dash cam? Yeah, that's the other thing. I was like, I don't have a fucking dash cam. I should probably have a dash cam. My bad. If you want street Mexican food in Texas, you got to go to the border. I mean, I'm good on Mexican food. I live in LA. Someone down the road from me got liquefied by a speeding car in the middle of the day. Shit was bad. Jesus Christ. That sounds terrifying. Was this all planned? Was this a setup so I could get the free Porsche? Who's to say? The ultimate Skamaz. Fixed car, stolen Porsche, unscathed, easy, clap. I'm saying. So that's what I've been up to. Dodged a bullet. Went to EDC after. Celebrated being alive. Got a Porsche. Now I'm live. Life's good. Can't complain. My serotonin is making a full recovery. Kyrian album in the back? Yeah, that's a banger. It's a good one. Drag race that bitch. Aw, shit, a March stream. True. We've been yapping for 45 minutes. I'll yap for like 15 more, and then we'll get into some goddamn reacts, if that's what you guys want. We'll yap until the yaps don't feel like fulfilling anymore, you know? Until the yapping feels forced. Wait, if you want some Michelin Rex in Houston, okay, I do. And did. Hold on. What do we got here? Y'all know I'm a bougie bitch when it comes to my food. Except not really. I eat fucking trash, gutter trash garbage too. Oh, this looks so good. I'm actually so hungry right now. Fuck. Okay, I can't look at food right now. But yeah, it made me feel bad. Like the last thing I'll say about the car accident thing is like, two things I'll say on the car accident thing. And I swear I'm not just like saying this. If anything, I don't say this like proudly at all. If anything, I say this like kind of reluctantly. I kind of scared myself at how unfazed I was by that happening. I don't know where that comes from in me, and I definitely wasn't always that way. But the car hit me, and there was no reaction from me at all. There was no like gasp or like yell or like I literally like just I don't even think like my heart rate increased. It was weird. And so I saw it happen and I was like, okay. And then I like pulled over and I was more just like kind of like fuck. One, I was like, I hope this person's not dead because that would suck. And then they weren't and I was like, okay. And I was like, it felt like a mild inconvenience. And then, no, it wasn't even an adrenaline rush. It really wasn't. Like, I wasn't like it never hit me, you know? And then after that happened, the only thing that like I walked away feeling from that was like, one, like I was really grateful, obviously, that everything was okay, but I just felt kind of sad because it was just like a really sobering reminder to me about like just how quickly like shit can get completely fucked up if you're not in like a privileged situation. And what I mean by that is like, look, one, I'm obviously like super grateful that I'm like safe and unscathed and my car is fine, but it's like, even if my car got fucking totaled, as long as I'm alive, like I am in a privileged position where like I can fucking have insurance. I'm paying for insurance that would like help me cover getting a new car. I have money that I can like buy a shitty car if I need a shitty car. I have a job that like I can just Uber to if I need to. Like me losing my car doesn't ruin my life, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And like those people, I think that car accident might have fucking ruined their life. I mean, granted, it seemed like they weren't doing that well to begin with, but it's like they looked like they were living out of their car. They didn't have insurance. They had no registration, which means like I'm assuming they don't like either have the means to pay for it or it doesn't like they didn't want to pay for it. Like so, just like them getting in that car accident, like they're I don't know, like maybe they have jobs that like they're not losing because they don't have a car that can take them to their jobs. It's like they might have just been fucked. And so like that, and I don't know anything about them. I haven't kept in touch. I don't know who they are. But like I kept thinking about that for the rest of the day. I was like, damn, like that fucking sucks. That like, and of course, like, you know, they shouldn't be driving like psychopaths and like it was their fault, whatever. But like, I don't know. That shit kind of bummed me out. I'm not gonna lie. Which is weird. I don't know why that's what I was thinking of, but I mean, obviously I am grateful that I'm okay. You're an empath? I mean, am I? I don't even think that's true. I don't consider myself like, I don't know. I think it just, the thought about like how, just like, I feel like there's so much that could be said here about like how shit it is that we're like in such a car centric like society, at least in most of the country, that like people are so like their like livelihood is so intertwined with their vehicle and stuff. And then like, yeah, it all just made me feel bad. I really did. I was feeling bad for them. I was like, damn, that sucks. You remember that most people are victims of their own circumstances. That's still at play here. Yeah, they didn't make a great decision, but there's probably a lot that goes into play that leads to that one point. Yeah, for sure. Literally hate how reliant we are of our vehicles. Yeah. And it's like, and like I was going without, so Hassan didn't give me his Porsche right away because I didn't say anything. I didn't post about this car accident right away. I told like my roommate. I didn't really tell anybody. Like I told like my dad, you know. But and it wasn't until like a week later that I saw Hassan for the podcast that it just like we were at dinner and after the podcast we went to go get dinner and like it came up in conversation and then he was like, oh, you can just take the Porsche like while your car's in the shop. So like for that like 1 week or so leading up to when like Hassan let me borrow his car, I was just like Ubering everywhere. Not that I have like many places to go, you know. I was like Instacarting groceries. I was like Ubering to like friends' houses and shit, like, and it was inconvenient, but it's like, again, I'm privileged enough to where like I can spare the $20 Uber. Like I'm fine, you know. Thanks to you guys mainly, honestly. Like literally, you guys are the reason why I can do that. And it's like I just kept thinking about how like I'm very lucky to be in that position. So, and now I'm driving the Porsche. So, get fucked, Hassan. Oh, imagine trains. Imagine, if you will, a walkable city. To be fair, driving your own car in LA is more convenient than Ubering most of the times. Hate driving in LA. Yeah, like, I mean, I Uber most places because whenever I'm going out, like, to socialize, I'll Uber just because parking in LA is trash and also I drink. But I do like driving. I just hate, I say this all the time. It's like, I actually like driving. Like, I like driving my car. I'm not like a car guy or anything, but like, I like driving. I've been driving since I was 15. Like, I've been driving half my life now. And so like I enjoy driving, and whenever like I travel overseas or something for weeks at a time and I come back and I get in my car and drive, I'm actually like, oh, I like this. Like, it feels good to drive. Like, I miss this. But I hate having to drive. Like, I hate having no other options. Like you need to drive. Like, I think if I lived in a walkable city with like trains and stuff, I would still have a car. Like, just to like occasionally drive for fun out somewhere, you know? Like once every other week or whatever. I just like hate where it's like, oh, you need to drive or you're fucked. It's like, okay. No way you're 30. I'm 29. I turned 30 in 5 months. 4 months. 30 is fast approaching. 30 is fast approaching. I won't lie. I don't feel old though. I actually feel quite young. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's cope. And I have a lot of friends who are 30 plus now. But like a lot of my friends who are 30 plus say like, oh, 30 is the new 20 and shit like that. And maybe that's cope. But I kind of believe that. I mean, like, I feel really young still. I honestly feel like I'm just getting started in terms of like the things I want to do in my life. I feel like my 20s, I really spent a lot of time like figuring shit out and like grinding a lot and just like fucking up a lot and discovering things that I want to do and discovering things about myself and like exploring things. And like now, like the tail end of my 20s, I like have like a very clear vision of like what direction I want to push myself in, like what like direction I kind of want to like adjust my energy and like throw it towards, like, and which feels good. Like I feel like a level of like stability and like clarity that I definitely didn't have throughout most of my 20s. So I'm like really optimistic on like turning 30 and like onward. So we'll see. Maybe 30 will fucking suck. Maybe the day I turn 30, my body will just break down and I'll fucking die. But like, I'm pretty good about it. Like I'm feeling good about it. I turned 30 in March and I still can't believe it. I'm 30 and I still feel 21. I feel good. I'm in the best shape of my life, if I'm being honest, which sounds crazy to say because I like treat my body like shit when it comes to like substances and stuff, but like, and like grinding and like traveling and sleeping and stuff. But like, you know, I eat well, I work out. I feel good. I'm in love with the pain. $30 to $35 best years. 30 to 35 best years of your life, honestly. I mean, I've heard that. I've had a lot of conversations with people in like their 40s and plus. And I've kind of like asked them, you know, like, yo, what is your, when you look back on your life, like what decade of your life do you feel was like the most fulfilling, or like you know, just like, yeah, most fulfilling, or you felt the best about? And overwhelmingly the answer was like the current one that they're in. And again, maybe that's cope, maybe it's all like recency bias and stuff, but like the reasons they gave made sense. It's like, it's what you'd expect. It's like, oh, you finally kind of like have like some stability in your life, you kind of like know what you want, you like figure it out, like the things you desire, and like and have like the means to like pursue those things. That makes sense. Once you turn 30, you won't be worried about turning 30. I remember when I was a kid asking my dad what it felt like to grow up, and he said it's weird because sometimes you do look in the rearview mirror and you were surprised your outsides don't match feeling the same inside. You mean like he like looks older than he feels? Interesting. Yeah, I definitely don't feel old. I mean, I do and I don't. It's weird. I don't know. I feel like I'm somebody who grew up too fast. I was actually just thinking about this yesterday. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I feel like I'm somebody who has felt the age that I currently am. Like I felt as old as I. How do I word this? This is gonna sound stupid. Like the level of like mature that my mindset currently feels like, I feel like I've felt since I was like 13, 14. But what I mean by that is like, I feel like when I was younger, I just like did not relate to like anybody around me. Like when I was like in like my early adolescence and late adolescence, I was always hanging out with people older than me, and people my age I just like did not relate to at all. And like even now, like most of my friends are older, and I feel like I just like, I don't know, I feel like I just like grew up too fast. And now maybe I'm like finally catching up to that age, but it feels like I've been here for a while, which is why like when I'm like turning 30, it's like I don't feel like, I feel like young still because of the mindset I've been at for so long. You speak Spanish, right? Yeah, I do. Podcast, Fear In, 6 p.m. Look at us scheduling ahead of time. This is crazy. I thought I'd never see the day. Put that in my calendar. What's my favorite Spanish band? Probably the Marias, honestly. If I'm being real. It's like Puerto Rican, but that still counts. Some other honorable mentions. Café Tacuba. Yeah. I love Café Tacuba. Hey March, I'm gonna be, oh my god, that name, I can't see that in dark mode. I'm gonna be in LA for the first time as an adult. Saying it like this sounds weird, but I want to know where I can go get fucked up and have a good time. I don't know, it depends what you like to do. There's no shortage of places to go do that. I know what I like to do. Go to GOM. Hey, Journey. Yeah, if you like karaoke, go to GOM. Disneyland. Fuzzy wheel cover for the Porsche when, though? Dude, I should do that. I should troll him. That'd be good. A good idea. All right, what else? Before we get into the reacts, what else you guys got for me? Tell us we're a very good chat in Spanish. That sounds oddly suggestive. March, what the fuck? Whoa, what did I do? How was Red Rocks? Fire. Fucking Skrillex played for 5 hours. What do you mean? Favorite Mexican food? It's a good question. Oh, there's so many good ones. Probably like a good pozole. I mean, I eat burritos and tacos so often in LA, but it seems like such a cop-out answer. We're like digging deep. Like a good pozole rips so hard. Has to be good though. Red. I'm more of a red guy personally. That's how my grandma would make it. Hey, chilaquiles are great. Just signed up for the Patreon today. That episode had layers. Yeah. Hi, Marsh. Didn't know you had Twitch. What OW, mans? Hello. How did you become a producer for Fear and was it all just connections? Because I really want to do exact what you do for work. Well, good luck. So loud still. Why is it so loud?
I got to be honest, at first, I wasn't a Marche fan at all. I was like, this fucking guy. But I gave you a shot and I am glad I did. You are the epitome of don't just a book by its cover, and you've quickly become one of my favorite people to see on stream.
Is that a copy pasta or is that genuine? Thank you for the 500 bits. I don't know if that's a copy pasta. But if it's not a copy pasta, oh, that's genuine? Oh, thanks. That's very kind. This fucking guy. What do you mean this fucking guy? What did I do? W sincerity. Thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you for the kind words. Sorry that you didn't like me at first, but I'm glad you came around. Are any Patreon shows coming back? That's what I was going to answer. So when Austin moves to LA, I'm going to hopefully lobby some of the crew to get together and do a little more Patreon content since everybody's in town. So we'll see. I would love to. Look, I'm not the holdout. I'll record any fucking bonus content they want. Get mad at them, not at me. That'll be the day. I agree we need more Patreon content. The Discord for Fear N has channels without messages since October 24th. Is that true? I feel like they're all pretty active. Maybe like one or two are inactive. What's it to you, Wilbit Sting? Let it be inactive. You do better than bitch. Let's see you put together a better Discord, bitch. Specifically the Austin channel. Wait, there's an Austin channel? There's no Austin channel. Oh, for his show. Advice show submissions. Well, yeah, it's because he doesn't fucking do it. Austin, get behind me. He's laughing at you. March, this is my first time watching you. Can we get any news coverage or no politic here? I don't know if you want me to cover the news. Like, I obviously work closely with Hassan, and I am a Hassanabi head, so I'm obviously a politics frog through and through. And I think I consider myself to be pretty politically engaged. I'm up to date. I wouldn't necessarily say that I feel confident in my political analysis, you know? And there's a difference between like consuming politics and like analyzing politics. I never really tried to do political analysis. I've always just like consumed it. So maybe I'm better at it than I think, but I don't have any desire to do political analysis. I'll leave that to Hassan. Plus, I don't know if I want that smoke. Like, I have somehow managed, and I know it's only a matter of time. I'll knock on wood on this one. Like, it's only a matter of time. I have managed to remain relatively drama free, considering how I work right next to Hassan. Considering I'm like his producer whenever he leaves the house. I've managed to somehow remain out of the crosshairs of like the Nazis and the fucking incels and stuff. I'll get like a stray message here and there. Like sometimes I'll check my inbox request and there'll be like a guy who's like, "Kill yourself, you fucking F slur," and your boss is a terrorist or something. But like that's like once a month, you know. So I'm like, I don't know if I want the smoke like that. I mean, I'm ready for the smoke. It's only a matter of time. But it's like, why rush it by like doing fucking political analysis and turning into a politics channel? I'm not like, you don't need me for that. Didn't Hassan say they started brigading Will's channel along with Fear Ad? I saw some of that today, yeah. It's fine. You just ignore it and move on. Don't worry, I gotcha. Just shared the stream on a blue checkmark thread. Oh, thanks, man. When are you going to play League again? People don't want that. Hey, March, are you single currently? I am single currently, yes. By choice, mind you. I'm not an incel, I swear. I'm a volcel. Well, that's not even true. On a lighter note, you should have Vanilla Mace on the Fear. Vanilla Mace on the Fear and Pod. It would be an amazing combo of people. I don't know who that is. People paying for Fear and Patreon just to be haters is so funny. Is there haters in the comments? That is hilarious. I'll take any game, March. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Because I'm trying to play Claire Obscure. Is that how you say it? Claire Obscure? Brandon and I say hi. Oh, hi. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Serena. Wait, aren't you live right now? Yeah, I'm trying to play this. Look at this shit. This is what everybody's playing right now. And I know you guys have already seen it. But like, look at these scores that this shit is getting. And I haven't played a game in so long. I'm trying to play some Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's got a 10 out of 10 on Steam, a 4.905. Like, this shit is banging. The reviews on this shit is insane. I haven't played a story-driven game. I haven't played a video game in so long. Just because, like, streaming ruined my relationship with gaming, which I've talked about before. But, like, and, like, I feel like whenever I try to do, like, a narrative-driven game or, like, an RPG like that, it doesn't perform well. So, like, part of me was like, maybe I'll try playing it today after we react to the podcast and, like, get, like, a playthrough going. But then I was, like, thinking about it earlier, and I was like, maybe I should just, like, play this game off stream. Maybe I should just actually try to rewire my brain to, like, enjoy something, like, media just for myself off stream, which is something that I haven't done with gaming since I was, like, I don't know, since before I even started streaming. So, like, 9 years ago now. So, I don't know. But also, I mean, it looks fucking fire. Everybody that I've heard that plays this game, it just came out like a few weeks ago. Everybody that I've heard that has played this game say it's like game of the year. And I've intentionally been avoiding any sort of like spoilers or anything because I'm like, I'm gonna actually play this game. So we'll see. I'll get around to it. Nah, just ended. How was your stream? I don't know if you're still here. Sorry, I'm really bad at reading chat. I don't do this fucking stream shit. Also, let me VIP you so I can actually fucking see your messages sticking out amongst the peasants. March, give me his gaming content because Hassan won't. Somebody has to. Spoiler, it's French with an asterisk. Oh. Wait, it's a French game? Oof, that I'm gonna have to take some points off for that, I'm not gonna lie. That's a little rough. Maybe it's still good. Maybe the fact that it's getting such good scores, in spite of it being a French game, is just a testament to how fucking good it is. Which is crazy to think about. Will thinks it's mid? That's crazy. Game made me single-handedly stop slandering the French. Okay, I'm getting mixed reviews right now. Finish Final Fantasy? I'd have to do that. Have you been following the Diddy trial? I have not been following the Diddy trial. What is there to follow? He did that shit. Like, what is there to follow? Are we on the fence about that? In spite of it being a French game, base. Yeah, you get me. Thank you. You get me. Will's the only person I've seen say it's mid. Wake loves it. He did that shit. Guilty as fuck. Yeah, I feel like undeniably he did that shit. Question for you, chat. Let me open. You know what? Thought starter for you. Do we think, chat, follow me on this. Do we think that Justin Bieber is crashing out so hard because Justin Bieber's mom put him in such close proximity to Diddy, knowing what Diddy was up to, but in order to get her son to be rich and famous? I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Oh, yeah. Some of you guys hadn't thought about that yet, huh? Some of you guys hadn't connected those dots yet, huh? Yeah, tough spill. Welcome to the real world, assholes. The tough pill to swallow, huh? Yo, Carter, thank you for that fat raid. I don't know why that alert didn't go off. You got scammed, brother. But thank you. We were just discussing the ethics behind Justin Bieber's mom potentially selling him to Diddy. And that's why he's crashing out so hard. Thoughts? Anybody from Carter's chat care to chime in on that one? And if I had any mods, this is where I would say, mods, can we get a shout out for Carter? I don't have any mods. I mod my own chat by myself with an iron fist, okay? Carter fucks hard. Yeah, go follow Carter. You guys already know. Carter had to run. Send him my best. Send him my regards. You got no mods? Not really. I don't really stream enough. Like, I mod my friends sometimes, but they're not actually mods. Doesn't it sound familiar to Britney? Sounds like worse than the Britney situation, no? March streaming on EU time, yay. The funny part is, like, this is just when I always stream because I can never fucking manage to start a stream before, like, 9 p.m. Yeah, any white knights in the chat want to be my mods? Now's the time, come on. Now's your time to shine. I will do it, smile. No smile. Okay. If you answered no, you're getting permit. Get that ass banned. Oh. Too much work. I mean, like, what is there to mod? Like, I get like one Nazi in the chat every like month who comes in, says the N-word. I just drag my mouse over him, permaban him. We move on with our lives. This modding shit's easy. You don't need mods. See, I don't believe it. I believe in like abolition of the police state, okay? Which also includes the mods in my chat. I don't think we need mods. I just don't think we need that. AMAB. Who's with me? Speak on it, King. Assigned mod at birth. Assigned mod at birth is really good. Abolish the modders. Socialism? How about I just hold this shit down instead? You know, I was supposed to do some podcast reacts, but I'm having a good time yapping with y'all. Who was your favorite set at EDC? I mean, if they had the entire weekend, it's got to be like the Porter Pool Party, which happened on Thursday before EDC, so that kind of doesn't count. During EDC, probably like the Res ISO knock back-to-back block. That shit was so good. But there were so many good. I don't think I saw a bad set. They were all so good. Okay, I'm not like a huge like pop culture vampire at all, so I don't know like the lore between like Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber. Everything that I've learned about them has been not against my will, but just like without me seeking it. So I guess against my will. But I didn't know that she was like a stan. Like she like was a stan who became his wife. Like, am I getting that right? Which is like crazy. So the reason I'm bringing that up is like chat. Simps in the chat. That e-girl that you mod for, that e-girl that you tier 3 sub, don't give up. Okay? It's possible. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. The life you want is one tier 3 sub away. Think about it. If you tier 3 sub to me, yeah, if you tier 3 sub to me, I will slide in your DMs. Absolutely. And that's a fact. Anybody want to try it out? Any takers? Mod check. Caroline showed this. Is this a video about the Haley Justin Bieber lore? Because I'm not watching this. That's cute though. Marche, you should link this playlist. I'm just shuffling some shit on my Spotify. It's on a playlist. Okay, if I'm gonna react, I should probably get around to reacting because I'm feeling kind of sick. And I don't know how much longer I'm actually gonna stream because my nose is stuffy and my throat hurts. And it's gonna take me like 2 hours to react to this episode. So I guess we'll do it. We'll get to Onion Gate, eh? And I'll give my takes on Onion Gate. Dude, it's creepy. Oh, is it creepy? My bad. I didn't watch. Man, I should probably stream more. You're awesome, March. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here. I think it's weird how obsessed YouTube people are with relationships because they're literally married. Okay, you know what I have seen? The last thing I'll say on the Justin Bieber, Haley Bieber shit. What I have seen. Have you guys seen this compilation that's floating around Twitter where it's like, this guy like takes the award for hating his wife, like wife hate maxing, like, and it's just like a compilation of Justin Bieber just being an asshole to Haley Bieber, like slamming a door on her or just like ditching her in public. It's like Jesus Christ, like maybe this is out of context, but this looks bad. Okay. Oh, right. I was putting the podcast on. This podcast is a gold. I'm debating getting into the Patreon to make you richer than Hassan. You should do that. You should do that. You're debating it internally. Let me be the deciding factor and tell you you should do that. Okay. Do you think you're... Okay, here we go. But I'm enjoying just yapping and listening to music. Fine. We can watch the podcast. Fine. I promised you guys reacts. Fine. Time to get to the bottom of this. This has been a very controversial episode. This might be our most controversial episode of the podcast. Thoughts? What do you guys think? The way you already saw this? Yeah, that's the thing. Is like whenever I react to these podcasts, you have to remember, I've watched these episodes like 2 or 3 times because I watched it live and then I'll watch it in the edit. And then depending on how much needs to be edited, I'll watch it a couple more times. So when I'm watching it with you guys, it's like the 3rd or 4th time I'm watching this, which is fine. I love our show. I really do. I love our show. I'm proud of our show. So I have no problem watching it again. Last week, while I was at EDC, Gabe filled in producing the episode of last week's episode for me. So I wasn't on that episode. So I was actually looking forward to doing a podcast react with you guys from that episode because I actually haven't seen it. So I'll be watching it for the first time with you guys. But that's old news now, so whatever. Onion Gate is all the rage right now.
Mongolian people had this much onion
Yes,
in it.
it did.
fucking crack cocaine.
Besides,
I know it
it
shows
did.
America,
Let's
but
listen.
the beef tax is not that bad that it's mostly onion on your Mongolian.
It is.
Hold on, we're losing.
Chat, look at the bowl.
I love how he says chat like we're not live. We're not live. Aw, Dachshund. Dachshunds are so cute. Don't let. Okay, look. I love Gunner. He's my baby boy, and Pomskis are really cute too. But he fell into my lap, and some of you guys might remember. Some of you guys who've been following my puppy fever journey before I got Gunner. There was like a 2-3 year period pre-Gunner where I had an obsession with wiener dogs. Because is it fucked up to say they might be my favorite breed when I don't have one? No, I don't think so. Dachshunds are just so cute. And maybe I'll still get one. I'll get Gunner a little brother, a little weenie brother. Can we get Gunner pics on the Patreon? I posted one today, actually. They're so cute.
Press record. Are we live? We're live.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stop
welcome.
what you're doing.
What?
We're going to talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
The Austin Show, have you moved to LA yet?
No, not yet.
No, you fucking haven't.
Hold on, chill.
And if you don't move by Pride, we're turning our backs on you.
I'm signing a lease tomorrow.
I talked to both of them.
No, wait, what?
Yes, we've talked.
Wait, what do you mean?
We're
I'm
turning
always-
our back on our gay side.
Wait, no,
always on
This is
board.
an intervention.
the contract.
This is an
Hold
intervention.
on, wait. Let me show you.
We've been lied to before.
No, the contract is in
I don't
my.
want to see it.
No, look.
Look
it's
what you're
in,
doing to your sister.
It's. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Can I do the intro?
no.
No, it's my turn. Hello.
Cutie's too-
Welcome to my podcast. I work here.
Cutie's too busy to
This
care.
is my 9 to 5.
She doesn't have the
Grow
strength or
up,
energy.
Austin. This is hosted by Austin Show, Will Neff, and Hassan Piker. Is
Fucking
his real
the
last
lower
name.
thirds
Not
being
Bobby.
wrong.
Why did you? Oh, okay. There was a question
Our
mark.
show's
at the
so
end of that
scuffed
pipe.
already.
Right?
Sean Piker.
Wait,
Correct.
do you guys think this is a ruse and I'm not actually going to move to Los Angeles?
Yes.
Austin?
Wait. I didn't realize you could hear me yell that in the background. Did you guys hear that? Holy shit, hold on.
Whoa.
You can hear
Think
this.
this is a
Listen,
ruse
listen,
and
listen.
I'm not actually going to move to Los Angeles?
Austin?
Whoa. Marche,
Austin?
yo.
There are kids that have grown up and gone to college.
Sure.
In the time that you've said you've moved.
People have died.
Yeah.
People have died.
Yeah.
You know, specifically people in Congress, actually.
Oh,
Six of
yeah.
them.
6 of them
And
over
the
the course
Pope.
of a year. And the Pope.
We lost a pope.
God, we lost a Pope.
Dude, you killed the Pope.
We've been through, I think, you know what? Come to think of it, I've been doing this thing for a few years. We've been through like 3 presidents.
Yeah.
Two,
I'm
two-
My dachshund used to sleep in the bed with me occasionally, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night with him having snuck out of the blankets, lying on his back with his front feet up. Yeah, it's because they're burrowing. They're burrow dogs. They like to burrow. You guys don't realize I'm obsessed with wiener dogs. I love them so much.
Saying that either Pride will be a celebration
Okay.
that you've moved to LA, or it will be the hardest shunning
How about
I've
this?
ever shunned in my entire
How about this?
life.
How about this? How about
We
this?
won't
How
participate
about
in a
this?
single gay event with you during the month of Pride if you don't fucking move to Los Angeles.
I'm
Real.
signing-
I won't act any differently.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Which means
Thank you
she's
so
going to do
much.
the same thing as us.
Look, I will be signing a lease tomorrow. And I will be wiring the money on Tuesday, and I will send you the wire receipt.
Thank you.
And then I will show you the signed lease,
Thank you.
and then it will be official, and we can celebrate at Pride.
Yes.
I will suck your cock
Thank you.
I
in the
will not be
middle
here.
of the.
And
Yeah,
He
if
won't be
not,
here.
yeah,
I also won't be
you
here.
have to go to Pride with a Trump hat on.
totally deal.
Hi, Eric.
Hold on,
Lutos.
wait, real quick. If force majeure comes in here and for some reason the rental burns to the ground,
No.
or something like that,
There is no force majeure.
no force majeure. What if the rental explodes?
No.
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 Even if the rental explodes,
So-
we still have to
He actually signed the lease on the Patreon, I believe. I believe it was on the Patreon. Any patrons in the chat confirm can confirm this? Yeah. So it's happening, allegedly. I think we've been burned so many times. He's been telling us he's moving to LA for 2 years now. I won't even believe it when he's here. I won't believe it until I'm in his house. And I can confirm that it's not an Airbnb that he's pretending is his house.
That up ticks me.
I also just don't believe gay people though, just by default. So
Oh, no. What if the rental, I don't know, something happens? I want to let you guys fucking know something.
Okay.
I negotiated the ever-loving fuck out of this
Yeah,
place.
tell us about it.
I'm going to tell you about it, all right?
Yeah.
I was petty as shit
Yeah.
on this place, okay?
All right.
This landlord told me that I was going to be responsible for their fucking appliances if they broke.
Whoa.
Okay, I was going to be responsible for the pool and gardener.
sorry, I gotta pee. Hang on.
Right?
Can't
Okay.
do
How dare he?
Ooh.
I was going to be responsible for pest control. Okay. And the thing that really pissed me off, the peak level of pettiness, is I was going to be responsible for the fucking light bulbs.
No.
Yeah. So get this.
Wait, that's
That
so
feels
normal.
reasonable.
No. Will, this is where you're wrong. They caved on everything, but they challenged me on the light bulbs. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
tell you why the light bulb thing is fucked up. Okay. You tell me at the end of the lease, I got to fucking change a light bulb and replace it. Right. Well, how long has that light bulb been in the house? How much of that light bulb have I used? Right?
I don't think any
Also,
of us
light
are on
bulb's
your
like
team.
$5.
You know. Well, listen to me here.
It's the principle.
So this is what I said. I went to them and I said, look, I'll pay for the light bulbs.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
But every single light bulb in the house, from the kitchen to the stairs to every part of the house, those light bulbs need to be brand new, and you need to verify that they're brand new. And I went to them.
Gotta verify the light. How's he
That's
gonna verify the light bulb?
I don't know. They caved and they said
crazy.
you're not responsible for the light bulbs.
They're not going to change the light bulbs. They're just going to be like, whatever this
Well,
is
no,
crazy.
I didn't say they had to. I said
Okay.
only if I was going to be responsible.
This
Okay.
is the
for
one
light bulbs.
time where his white hat Karen behavior, I actually am on board with because landlords are historically the worst
Yes.
at this shit.
That's it. Thank you.
Maybe it's this behavior that's made them.
No, they started it with the pettiness, and so I went after him, and I got every fucking cent.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank
and
you.
we're gonna celebrate next Pride special Pride episode, everybody.
Yay! Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't even know you could negotiate rent. If I'm being so real with you, it just goes to show how like not. I guess I don't know, like money driven I am. I mean that's the wrong way to frame that, but just like I'm like, okay, this is the listed price. That's what I'll pay. I didn't realize that you could like negotiate that. I'm like currently house hunting. I'm month to month right now at my current place, and I like my place, but I'm like, keeping an eye on like local rentals to see if something cooler pops up and ready to jump on it. So I've been touring. I'll tour like a place every like couple weeks. Just kind of like, at my own leisure. And I didn't realize I could I could strong arm them. Maybe I should just bring Austin with me.
know how it's gonna work because I'm gonna be in Texas next weekend for DreamCon.
Yes,
Surprise.
we will be. Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah,
we
but
have
I-
to-
What the fuck
Is
is,
it- is it-
DreamCon?
DreamCon is RDC.
He's always doing shit.
RDC World's
We are always doing shit.
premier convention. I did it last year.
Are you
It's
playing
sick.
basketball again?
Yeah.
Ludwig got kicked,
Yeah, Ludwig didn't
Wow.
get invited back for some reason.
which is
I'm the
crazy
only.
because he had assists.
I'm the only white boy with swag that is
You're
allowed to
the
play.
only white man.
No, there's another.
I mean,
one on
he
the
is
other
now
team.
that I'm officially black.
Oh yeah.
Is that
Oh,
true?
that's a
yeah,
point.
redhead.
That's a point of
Redhead,
contention
yeah.
for.
Whoa.
And well, I'm just saying that's
we're
the
doing
meta.
color eraser already.
No,
That's the meta that is
we did
ongoing on
ginger
TikTok.
eraser.
Which
Also,
is
by the way,
RG
do you guys like the Fearan Shure SM7B magnet plates? I installed those this episode. Thought it was a nice touch.
ginger is black. The answer is no.
What?
Following, if you want me to expand on it, is fuck no. But
Thank you.
go ahead. Let's
Okay.
talk.
Thank you for validating my hard work. Thank you. I needed that. I feel a lot better now.
I don't know if you had to add the expletive.
Okay. Well, here. Do you want to bring up a TikTok on this?
No.
You want to make your case on your own?
I think it's just. I
You
think
weren't
we've
here.
all
He wasn't
accepted
here when we
the
covered
truth.
this.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did cover
okay.
it.
We already covered it when
We've
you were.
already covered it. We don't
Yeah.
need to go back.
No, it's fine. I
Wait,
was
you
just-
did?
Yeah, we covered it when you weren't here. When you unceremoniously just didn't show up
Yep.
to the podcast.
You mean when I was in France?
Yeah, selfishly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Good
left
job
us-
making
you
them
left
subtle.
us
Is that
to
sarcasm?
Record on our own.
I did
without
not
you.
notice that.
Disgusting,
Okay.
really.
So we discussed race.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, quite extensively.
We did.
That's
We
not
went into
good.
great detail. We also garnished your wages.
Yes.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
By the way, Cutie has gifts for me.
Only for Will.
Oh my God, that's okay. I'm totally okay with that.
She brought you light bulbs.
Yeah, yeah.
That is fire.
What he wanted.
Oh my God, it says display on it.
It was the last one.
That's even
Why did
more
they write
fire.
that? That ruins it. Why
I
would they
don't
do
know.
that?
It does not ruin it.
No, I know it doesn't, but like they could just put it on display.
You can get out with rubbing alcohol.
And
They didn't put any
OMG, I love
popcorn
Goofy
in it.
movie.
This
Goofy movie's
is-
pretty fire.
I'm gonna wear this like a purse.
I'm not a Disney head
Yeah.
by any
You
means,
could even,
but
I think you could like
Goofy
switch
movie
it out
kinda
for
rips.
gold chains, which would be dope. Because it just plugs in.
That's
Oh
brilliant.
my
So you could get it custom made.
gold chain.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's a good
brilliant.
idea. And then I was at Air One and Will wanted a cunty drink.
Yes.
I want to try it.
Now
too.
what am I drinking?
I gotta know
I
if,
don't know.
if Cutie's Last Supper painting for Will is still at Hassan's place. So Cutie's Last Supper painting for Hassan or for Will was for like 3 weeks, was right behind where Austin is. It was just on the floor. And actually this episode I took it out and put it in Hassan's living room because it was too cumbersome and taking up too much space and I was getting annoyed with it.
It was blue.
This is the behind the scenes director's commentary that you come here for.
Blue Pearl almond milk.
I said that looks cunty.
This looks like the blue milk from Star Wars.
You gonna try
You
it?
shake it first, I think.
Oh, you've been to Erewhon.
No, but I just assumed that
The
something. that
podcast
looks
space
like-
is a black hole of unwanted gifts. Truly, there's fucking comic books back here. Yeah, dude, you should see. It's such a fucking mess. And I'm somebody like I'm a very tidy person in general. I mean, you can tell by like my bedroom is like I'm not like obsessively tidy, right? Like I'm not like annoying and obnoxious about it, but I'm like a pretty tidy person. So like when I see the podcast room just become a clutter of like unwanted gifts, I'm just like, oh God, it like starts to give me psychic damage and then I have to like fix it.
I think it
That
should be
needs
blue.
to
No,
be
that
should.
tracks.
I
That
agree.
tracks.
They
You're an
probably had to
Erewhon
add
guy.
some sort of coloring. Oh,
You should.
is that oat milk?
Almond.
Oh,
And
That is just blue milk.
it's spirulina makes it blue or something.
That is just blue milk.
Ew.
I'm gonna.
Is the
enjoy
priest
it.
calendar
It's
still
like
there?
Can I
cunty.
try it?
I actually
Ew.
don't know.
It's
Maybe when you moved to
I
LA.
think it might be.
organic almond milk, organic sprouted almonds water, Himalayan pink salt, raw honey, toco triaria.
Does the table make it easier than it was when it was just the couch? Yeah, the table makes it the table makes it a bit easier for the mics. It's fine. Yeah, it does make it a little bit easier for the mics. I like the table because it gives. I didn't realize when we got rid of the table and moved to the new podcast set with just the couches originally, how much having a surface was necessary, at least for like these guys. Maybe I feel like not all podcasts are like that's like the fucking Sigma grind set podcasts that are always like sitting in an armchair with like a fucking mic stand and like no surface around them and it's like they're fine because they like do semen retention and don't put any sustenance in their body at all because they're fasting for 16 hours a day. I don't know why I'm going on this tangent, but these people need a because they are just all over the place.
Toco.
you know what it tastes like? Hold on. You know what this tastes like?
Blue milk.
No, it tastes like a bread.
A bread?
I kind of get that. Pearl powder.
Yeah, like
whatever the fuck
we've
that-
been live on this podcast has been going for fucking 5 minutes and look how much shit's on the table already.
That is organic E3 live blue magic powder, pink salt.
Blue magic powder?
Yeah.
So, for those of you at home, you may have noticed we switched around the seating arrangement.
I don't think they did.
They did
All
it.
right, no one cares.
No one cared.
Okay,
Why did we?
moving on.
Why did,
I don't know where you were going with that.
I was going nowhere with it. I was just trying to get some conversation flowing.
It just looks good. Like it looks
I
like
told you it looked cunty.
All right.
They all
it
noticed.
looks
Austin,
like
why are you here?
It's
Austin, why are you here? No, chat. Don't tell him you noticed. Don't tell him you noticed because then it's gonna go to his head. What? I have no job. Thank you for the 8 months. Yeah, bro. Fucking Austin is unemployed maxing so hard right now. He's watching the podcast a rerun of the podcast that he's on at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday because he ain't got shit to do. Just fucking unemployment maxing.
But
Definitely tastier than it actually is.
I had a moment this week where I almost called Austin
Oh my God.
in the middle of the
I
night.
did, by the way, Austin. I don't know if you just showed up, but I was giving you your flowers like 5 minutes ago, where I was talking about how I didn't know that you could negotiate rent prices with fucking people who are renting properties, and so I was like, maybe I should have Austin come with me when I go tour houses because I don't have the fucking balls to haggle at all. But he's the goat of this. Aren't we all unemployment maxing? I mean, yeah. What the fuck am I doing right now? Honestly, yeah. I guess we all are if you think about it. Yes. See how happy, see how excited he gets? Anything is negotiable. Vlog it for the Patreon. Yeah, hidden camera. I'll put a hidden camera on my chest and I'll take Austin with me to go tour new rental properties and just see him just try to fleece down landlords. That'd be awesome for the Patreon. That's the Patreon content, honestly. Fuck, that'd be so good.
I like you almost called me.
Crying. But I didn't want to wake you up.
Well,
But big move.
I wouldn't have woken
And
up.
you specifically, you wouldn't have?
But
Well,
before we get into this episode, 'cause we're about to get into the thick of the controversies on this episode. It's coming right now. Austin, while I have you here in the chat, do you want to say your official position on Onion Gate? Do you want to like make a statement here before we get into it? I already know what he's going to say. I know exactly what he's going to say. Austin is such a fucking politician. Watch this. Here it comes. I already know. He's typing it right now. Go ahead, Austin.
Not because I wouldn't.
It was
have-
an emergency.
No, I know, but I just wouldn't have heard my phone. What? Anyway, go on. I would.
Okay.
You can call me. You can depend on me. All
I
right?
have to
I'll
tell
leave my
you-
phone on ring now.
No,
For
it's
you.
live your life. I'll be
Okay,
fine.
okay.
I called Maya.
Okay. Oh, well, nice to know I'm second best.
Well, because I specifically needed your opinion because I have a story that's going to piss Austin off and is going to make you guys gasp some gusts.
Is it light bulb related?
No,
Okay.
but it is
Is it-
going to really tick him off.
Is it plane related?
No. But you're going to like it.
I'm still gonna be mad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. So picture this Sunday.
Yeah.
I am ready to go to this For You Emmy
Ye-
congratulation YouTube
you-
event to
all right.
congratulate the
Dart.
YouTubers that were nominated
Thank
for
you
Emmys,
for
which is
Pride.
really exciting.
Butcher your
Which
name.
YouTubers
Thank you,
are
though.
nominated for Emmys.
Michelle.
My official position is we should listen to medical professionals, including but not limited to veterinarians, medical doctors, and poison control. Cutie acted reasonably and with urgency given the information she had and circumstances. In the case of Onion Gate, I am on Cutie's side. Wow. Holy shit. Somebody frame that, please. That was cinema. That was better than I could have imagined. Chat GPT ass statement, political statement. But I know that was from the heart.
Kare.
Oh yeah. She was at BuzzFeed with me.
Mythical.
Good Mythical Morning.
Good Mythical Morning.
Dick.
And somebody else.
Okay.
Shout out them.
Okay.
Anyway, they got nominated for
Why
Emmys.
are you invited?
It's crazy.
You're not even a fucking YouTuber.
What?
Okay, you know, watching it back, I do realize now how the cutie bullying really started really early. For immediate release,
YouTuber than you are.
Yeah.
That's literally untrue.
At least she has her own channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have my own channel.
Oh, yeah? Well, I post more on mine, Bozo
That's not
Clown.
And it's not only
not
does
true.
she have her own channel.
Pull him up.
Old Iced Coffee, thank you for the 2 months. It's a great name. Old Iced Coffee.
Band for band.
Her channel's on time. Yours is always late. I always
Yeah.
I always watch that content
no,
before.
Yeah.
No, my channel is now uploading
What do you
4
mean?
videos a day.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, what? Four videos a day.
That's
Wait,
a lot.
what's up?
That's
Wait,
a little
what?
Hey,
extreme.
what's up?
Okay, that's
Well,
like
she's-
oversaturation. I go
She's busy.
quality over
Yeah,
quantity
exactly.
type of thing. You know
Thank you for
what
the
I'm saying?
5
you are
gifted
uploading
Wow.
muffin
Yeah,
coats.
my
8 hours
interviews have
one
gone
day.
What are we at now? Like 121. We're almost there. 121 out of 50,001. I think we can hit it tonight. We're getting close. I'm gonna buy Hassan's Porsche.
Crazy.
Day.
My
Nice.
editors have
Thank you
gone.
for the 5 gifted.
35K, what?
Yeah.
62K, what? Never.
Okay, first of all,
Okay, it's,
yeah,
it's more than I get.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
scared to. Well, I'm trying to be mean to him.
Yeah.
But this isn't about. And also 88K. I'm not.
Yeah,
doing
when I
that
was
great
uploading
either.
once a day, I was getting 300K of fucking video. Now I'm uploading 4 a day, and some of them hit, some of them don't.
Okay. Well, I'm a famous YouTuber,
Yes, she
so I
is.
was invited.
How many subs do you have?
Would you shut the
Damn.
fuck up and let her finish her story?
573K.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so
Okay,
crazy.
I am so sorry. I have to do this.
Uh-huh.
We have to pause for 1 minute. It's a 3-point game. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We have to
The
pause.
New York Knicks. Well, we can
have
just
to
keep
pause.
we can just keep going through it. But
There's
the Knicks
no
and the
way.
Pacers
Austin,
are
don't
like
sub
the
to me.
second game.
You don't
and-
have to
Chicago
sub
Bears
to
on a
me.
different
hold on.
team, but he's
Marche,
an
are we
Aries.
pausing broadcast?
I'm a small woman in business, and I use Shopify, and I've been wanting to tell you guys. About
we actually didn't stop recording there. The continued recording of that entire section. Oh, also gets sniped. Austin owned the entire the continued recording, the BTS recording, I guess, of that section is in the Patreon. So
about it because it makes it easy for my tiny little brain. My brain's not tiny because I'm a woman. It's just tiny because how I was born. But I have been able to accomplish many things because I use Shopify because it's available for everyone. Because business is full of way too many.
oh
what
no,
ifs.
somebody
How do
beat
I
me
do
to
this?
it.
How
Why
do
do
I
I
do-
feel like Austin just baited a gifted sub and was never actually trying to sub, and he's just a veteran at this shit, and you guys all got fucking played.
Whatever. And you know what? It's solved with Shopify. That's right, guys. Turn those what ifs into cha-ching
That's right.
money.
Art of the
and keep
deal.
Giving those big dreams the best
Art
shot
of the
with
steal.
Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/fear. Go to shopify.com/fear.
Ethical reacts.
shopify.com/fear.
Cha-ching.
Cutie. Fuck the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
We do it.
Is that what you break? You break.
10 more
You break the
seconds.
glass ceiling, right?
Oh. Shopify.
Yeah.
It's so
All right, ladies and
stupid.
gentlemen,
If
we're
you guys
back.
couldn't hear what was happening off camera there, so okay, I'm gonna peel back the curtain here a little bit because that's what I do here on these reacts. So these ad reads need to be a certain duration to hit the deliverable quota. So in this instance, it has to be like a 60-second ad or longer, and their ad read was tapering off around 45 seconds, and so off camera, I was like 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds. And so this is how they filled the 10 seconds.
Shopify.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
Cinema.
We're back on the Fear and Podcast.
Can you believe we get paid to do that?
Oh yeah.
I just watched my
And I
Knicks
got
go
my
down too.
got my intro,
So
but
you
we're
were
back.
telling a story.
Put your phone down, son.
Put your freaking phone freaking down.
Yeah, she was telling us a story.
Picture this. I got invited to a party that Hassan didn't.
Yeah,
Fire.
And then he
Period.
got mad and he said, "You're
Hey,
not
it's
even a
me."
YouTuber." And I said, "Yeah, I am." And then he mocked me anyway because I only have 500,000
Wait, so why
subscribers.
were you invited despite not being a YouTuber or being a tiny YouTuber?
Would you?
My
would
Jesus
you
Christ.
Please let her tell the
Because
story.
my YouTube partner manager watches this pod and she loves me.
Which,
Wait, so you
Maybe-
by the way, I didn't know that. None of us knew that her YouTube partner manager watched Fear and. So shout out to whoever that is.
Yes, maybe
your
if you
YouTube
were
partner
more
manager
lovable
watches
idiot.
this podcast and did not invite any of the much larger or much more talented YouTubers that
No,
are
because I'm lovable. I'm
or the
sorry
gay one.
that I'm so lovable.
Gay one.
I think he has a YouTube as well.
I have
I
a
don't
YouTube.
know if he does. Oh, he
I
does?
do. I
don't
put a
know
lot.
if he does.
I put a lot of clips. They're very successful.
Yep.
my
Very
YouTube.
successful. Hey,
Very successful
to
YouTube,
that
a
YouTube
thriving
person
one.
who works at YouTube, help me out.
Yeah. Help me, please. Honestly, help me out.
You want an invite? It's just invite.
No, we want a boost in the
They
algorithm.
don't. They're not going to boost the algorithm.
Yeah, come on,
They
a
do
little-
that. They do that.
A little fucking sick. Come on, a little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah,
she's
whoa.
definitely not helping you now.
She. Well, I mean,
Why'd
could
you
be a
assume
she.
it was a
Could be
guy?
she.
Austin,
Could be.
you care to comment on that little maneuver there while we have you here? You want to comment on that?
I could be sucking her penis. I don't know.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
We have to-
4:35.
Yeah.
You just got
Incredible save.
outwowed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Austin wants to cut that.
We're not cutting that.
No, there's nothing
dug
wrong.
that
There's
grave, you
literally nothing
considered
wrong
it.
with what I said.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
so I was ready. I had my cute little outfit. I had this little suit dress. It was
Yep.
awesome.
Sure.
And I'm walking out, walking, doing my checks because I have OCD. So I got to check Coots, got to check Durs, got to check Swift in that order.
Right, so
Otherwise
they don't die.
so they don't explode while I'm gone.
exactly.
And as I go to check Swift, I look on the ground and I see Mongolian beef from last night, which if you don't know what Mongolian beef is, it's just beef and onions. It was on the coffee table. It's flipped and it's now on the ground.
Okay.
And I say, huh? And I pick it up and it's empty. And I go, oh no. And I go to find Swift and sure enough, he's got sauce on his face.
no.
He's licking it.
So who did it?
So I think it was Coots.
Hold on. Wait.
No. Onions are toxic to dogs. Okay. What?
If they could have like one or two of them, then I gotta kill them.
So Ludwig ate the beef out of the Mongolian beef.
Left all onions.
Majority onions.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm panicking. So I'm like, oh shit. So I call Ludwig and I'm like, how many of the onions did you eat? He's like, I don't know. And he was like, I think all of them. And I was like, you didn't. Because I remember at one point looking over and being like, I should eat those onions. And then I forgot. And then they got left out. And now Swift ate them.
Ew, you were just gonna eat straight the onions?
Yeah, they're cooked.
He left it on the table. Thank you. Okay, that was my biggest issue with this entire fucking thing. All this could have been avoided if streamers weren't such fucking adult children slobs. I fucking hate streamers so much. I want to fucking kill myself. Sorry.
They're good.
Yeah,
They're good. They're good.
and then the
they're
sauce,
sauteed. Yeah.
This isn't even a dig at Ludwig specifically. This is just all fucking streamers are like this. Take it from me, somebody who's worked with streamers.
It's good shit.
It's hot girl
Weird.
shit.
Yeah, it is.
Grow
You
up.
wouldn't know anything about it.
Weird.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, you're on your ugly boy
Okay,
shit.
so-
On your tiny YouTube.
Yeah.
My dog. So this is also dogs just do this. I'm a new dog owner. I'm not like a Austin shut. I'm not like a seasoned dog owner. I'm learning every day right now. Like I'm a new dog owner, and one of the first things I notice is that dogs like to get into fucking leftovers if you leave them in range. If you leave them in melee range, they will go in no matter what. And one day, so I'll eat at my desk sometimes. I'll get some Postmates and I'll eat at my desk. I had some Thai food one time, and I left like a fourth of it in the fucking bag it came in, and I put it right here, like on the floor, right next to my desk, right here. Sometimes when I get Postmates, I'll put the trash like right next to me, and then when I head downstairs, I'll throw it away. And so I did that, and then I left the bag here, and I must have gone downstairs for some reason. Came back 30 minutes later. It was cleaned out, like it was completely cleaned out. Bro, Gunnar broke in and ate the entire pad thai and looked very guilty. I actually have a really funny picture of him hiding and looking guilty. But then I learned, I was like, okay, well, just don't do that. So since I got Gunnar, since he did that, I've just never left food around him ever again.
Swift is
In
eating
your
an
tiny head.
indiscriminate.
Yeah, so
Indiscriminate amount of onions.
Swift is eating a takeout container of onions. And so then
Thank you. Thank you for moving the subject away from me.
we needed that.
Yeah,
Not
well,
being
quit
a hot
inserting
girl.
yourself.
So I go to the
It is
Get
why
him in
cats
the
are superior. They're so demure around food. They may eat your food, but you won't notice anything gone. Okay. Like, cats are great. Okay, I don't have a problem with cats.
car, we go to the emergency vet, right? I'm in the lobby. I'm
I like
like,
cats
"My
as much as the
dog
next
ate
guy."
Onions.
Mhm.
It's empty. There's like no one there.
Sure.
So they're
I
like,
live
oh,
with a
no big
cat.
deal. They get his weight. They get his whatever. I check
Yeah,
in.
were they like, it's not that bad.
I'm in the. I'm,
March, I love that you react to the pod every week. It's now my new Tuesday activity. I don't do it every Tuesday, but now I feel like I have to.
I'm in the waiting room,
Because Lord knows you need some entertainment.
And then the vet tech comes out and she's like, hey, I talked to the doctor. And the doctor said for his size, he could eat 3 cups of onions and he'd be fine. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Then we're fine.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Thanks. And I was like, so what do I owe you guys? And she's like, you're fine. We don't need to take you back. Like,
Great.
the doctor said it's 3 cups. You're cool. I'm like, okay. And she's like, you can call poison control and they'll tell you what symptoms to look for.
Okay.
And then just like, chill
Onion-related
out.
symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm like, awesome,
Perfect.
So I get in the car. You call pet poison control specifically.
Okay.
It's a 45-minute wait. So imagine like your pet's actually
45
poisoned.
minutes.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my
it
God.
costs $100.
But
Oh.
didn't they just tell you your dog's okay?
They said to like look out for
To
symptoms.
call poison control. Okay.
Wait,
Pet poison control.
wait, why didn't you just Google it?
I don't know,
Hold
because
on.
I'm a hypochondriac. I can't Google. I'll decide I have onion poisoning.
She's following the instructions of the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
That's
So you
that's what.
waited
Austin
for 45
was
minutes.
firmly on her
And the
side
doc-
from frame 1. Austin's sitting here like her goddamn lawyer.
$100 for something that you could have Googled in approximately 35 seconds.
Come on,
What is he doing?
It's just like
My
weird.
official position is we should okay.
It's just so strange. Like it's almost like he was there.
It's like
and
he's hoarding money.
Yeah. I just don't
I will spend
understand.
$100
Yeah.
on the ASCPA.
No, it's just like a waste of time.
It's for
not that-
animals, Hassan.
You. I don't understand.
We're all on board. We're
So-
all
I'm on your
I
side.
am not on
on
board.
board. We're all on board.
Ring.
Yeah.
They finally pick up the phone after
Sure.
45 minutes.
Absolutely.
And I say, hey,
Hassan 127 can't read the room. Piker over here.
no biggie. I already went to the ER, but they said to get some symptoms from you. My dog ate some onions and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, let me put you on hold and talk to the doctor. I said, great. I'm like, oh my
My God, I know.
Seriously, like,
Like,
what
fucking
the
pissing me
heck?
off. You got
And
a
she
life
gets
to
back
live.
and she said, I don't know what ER you went to, but a dog your side could only have a 4th cup of onions. And I go, uh-oh.
Oh.
But the
Oh.
vet
You might
saw
still
your-
be good.
What was a lot of onions?
I don't
Wait,
think
but
it's
the
more than a
vet
fourth
saw
cup.
your dog.
Yeah.
The vet didn't come out of the office.
Okay, the vet tech is
You would say
equipped.
that. You would, yeah, you would
Well,
think
you
that.
would think, but poison
But
control said
they're the
otherwise, and they are the poison
No,
expert.
the vet tech
Hold
is
on,
more of an
hold on.
expert.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
Hassan.
honest. I would be more
Are you-
worried about the sugar in the Mongolian beef sauce
Well, the
than
beef,
the onions.
yeah, that's fair. But they were more nervous about the garlic and the sodium
Yeah, well, and then okay, so here,
and the onions.
the doctor told you to call poison control, and poison control said so. They said follow what poison control said.
Yeah.
And poison control says
and
this.
poison control says this.
Okay,
So I'm like,
Google probably wouldn't have said that, by the way.
I'm
Just
like,
so you know.
frick. And so I call the restaurant. I'm like, how many onions do you put in this?
Yeah.
And they're like, anywhere from 2 to 3 cups. And I was like, fuck.
Fuck. Oh my
Because if
god.
Ludwig's like, I ate most of them. And I was like, okay.
3 cups.
A 4th cup. It was a big container.
Yeah.
There's no earthly shot that they put 3 cups
Do you
of
want to
onions.
call the restaurant?
This is a cup.
I don't.
That is not a cup.
Sliced onions. What? All right,
4 cups of onions
No.
is basically 4 whole onions.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
They
Guys.
put 4 entire
Okay, so pause. This is where I start coming around to Cutie's side a bit, actually, because it becomes very clear to me that there are no cooks, there are no chefs in the room besides me, Cutie. I mean, I don't consider myself a chef, but I cook, and Cutie obviously is a chef. And I say at one point off camera, I'm like, onions shrink a lot, indefinitely even. They're actually like that's how you make French onion soup, is you just keep shrinking them until it becomes like a jam. So it's like you can get a whole onion to fit into like a 1/4 of a cup. And then I was like, oh, I kind of started to take Cutie's side a little bit.
Hey,
They put 3 entire onions.
we're just
That's not Mongolian barbecue.
we're
That's
on board.
onion barbecue.
2 to 3.
We're still on
That's a
board.
separate type of dish that you were
For the
consuming.
record, I understand how this was an emergency and
I
traumatizing.
can't fucking cook to save my life, so I was flying blind. But you were in there, okay? You were dead set on having her side on this, and I respect that.
Clearly
You stuck
understand
to
the
it.
gravity of the
So
situation.
they're telling me my dog is in trouble.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone's giving you wrong
Her
information.
dog is in trouble.
What are you, a vet?
No, but I'm also not a chef at a Chinese restaurant, but I have a fucking brain, and I know they didn't put 3 whole cups of
She
onions.
is. What is she supposed to do?
I'm sorry,
Question
I'm doing my
that.
due diligence.
What is she supposed to do? How many onions did you put in there?
Every-
3. No, you didn't. What the fuck is she supposed to do?
Yeah, asshole.
Every part of the
That's where I said it. I said it right there. I said, you can see Cutie turn to me. I said, onions shrink also when you cook them a shitload.
No, you didn't. What the
fuck is she supposed to do?
Yeah, asshole.
Every part of the story
What is she supposed to
you getting
do?
lied to by people on the phone.
What is she supposed to do? Challenge the vet? Challenge poison
I call
control?
my
Challenge the
lawyer?
chef?
Listen. It is an astronomical amount of onions, but I believe. We all believe. We're all on the same page.
It's Mongolian beef. Do you know how to make Mongolian beef?
You don't know how to make shit.
You know how to make shit, Hassan.
I know how not to make it, and it's not with 3 cups of onions.
Okay. So then I say, crap. They said, what's your most exaggerated estimate? And I said, a cup.
Yeah.
That's my most exaggerated estimate that my dog could have consumed. And she said, then we need to induce vomiting. And I said, okay.
Oh my God.
How do we do that?
Kitty,
What?
There's no. It had been hours.
At this point, it had been 1 hour. Well, it had been 2 hours.
There's no way you can get him to throw up.
Okay, well, poison control didn't tell me that. Poison control said it's time to induce vomiting.
Oh no.
I said, okay.
Just for future reference, after like an hour, you're not puking anything up.
I would like poison control to know that.
Oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot about this.
What do you do?
So they say get hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, poor
They're
Swift.
like poison your
Oh
dog.
my God, you poor Swift.
It said get hydrogen peroxide, and based on his size,
Right.
you do a tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide.
no.
Up his ass.
No, down his throat.
I know.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
The poison control told you to poison your dog.
No, no.
Kinda.
No, they were helping.
They're helping. So I get hydrogen peroxide in a syringe. Turns out dogs do not like hydrogen peroxide.
No one really.
It tastes
likes-
yucky.
Yeah.
And then they said you have to then run around with him for 20 minutes. And then if he doesn't throw up, do it again. And then run around with him for 20 minutes and then call us with the results. I said, okay.
Okay, this sounds like they're pranking you. This sounds like your call got intercepted by YouTubers.
Oh my
They're
god.
like, how can we get
I
Cutie
feel like
Cinderella?
they tricked you into a CIA torture tactic.
prominent YouTuber Cutie Cinderella. How do we get her to poison her dog?
So I give him his hydrogen peroxide, the first table. It was hard. It was difficult. He did not like it. He was freaking out.
Yeah.
And then we ran up and down the street. I said, come on, we were running. We get home, no throw up. I'm like, God damn it. So then I give him his second tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide. I hold him and I shake him like a cocktail.
No.
I just go bounce him like a baby.
Oh.
And then I put him down and he throws up. And I was like, genius.
Was it all just bile?
It was majority foam from the hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, so he's gargling on foam.
Yeah, he throws up just like foam. And then, sure enough, some actual throw. It's like when you drink a lot of beer and you do the beer throw up and then you
Right.
do the dinner throw up.
Right.
So I'm like, he needs another throw up, but we can't give him more
Was there
hydrogen
a cup
peroxide.
of onion in there?
There was, so I had to go through it. I put gloves on.
No, you didn't have
Don't
to
worry,
go
guys.
through it.
I put gloves on.
You didn't have to go through
No,
it.
I
I
had to go
know.
through it.
I know.
So I put gloves on and I go through it and I measure and I pull out 4 onions that measured to an 1/8 a cup. So if he ate
No.
4 more onions,
No.
that'd be a 4th cup.
Girl, I am sorry. The 8 strands of onions
Yes.
are there's
Do
that's
you
not.
have a fucking onion? It's like you guys don't believe women. What's going on here? Do you have an
What
onion?
you are
No,
saying
no.
is wrong.
No.
There are like in a-
Finally,
in
he's
a-
putting his foot
in
down.
a
Some of you
cup-
guys might have seen my story on Instagram. And hopefully you can realize where my head was at when I took that video because we completely had gone off the
of
rails.
onions is like 50 slices of onions.
I'm getting measuring cups. I don't. You guys are stupid.
And I'm going with her because I have to. I have to
Can
pee.
you
I
grab
think-
me a bottle of water?
I think when your friend is spiraling out of reality, you can only go with them so long.
Someone needs to put an end to this. This is
Can I just say, I love that this show doesn't clean up the cuts like this or move the cameras or like we just don't care. Like I intentionally, creatively leave all of this in. And I like it. I don't care if you don't like it, but I like it.
Oh, she's grabbing my onions. Oh my god.
We could also just Google this.
No, I know. I already did.
Yeah, it's me. I love that jacket.
Cutie. A large onion might yield around 1 cup of onions. We just Googled it.
I mean, that was what we said was the estimate.
Hey, it's me. It's
So, how you doing?
I can't believe we're fucking waiting
Oh
on
god,
this.
my hair
This
was
is
so
crazy.
long. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I don't know what to say anymore. This is
I'm just happy Swift's
I
okay.
feel like
I'm
I
just-
feel like half of this podcast is entertaining the delusions of our gay friend, gay friend, and our woman friend.
I'm a chef.
Yeah, that's your protein shake that I'm cleaning up, Austin.
Just cut yourself. I just
Almost.
watched it happen.
I almost got my.
She said I'm a chef, and then she hit herself with a knife.
Okay.
What
okay.
is happening?
Everybody, chill out.
Knives scare me.
Okay.
Here, hold
here's
on. This
the
is
cup.
easy. This is easy, cutie. It's more than a cup. Look at that.
That's not how that works.
Also, why are your onions so overgrown?
Yeah, these are.
I
these
don't
are
know.
Too big.
Why are you asking me that?
Okay.
Oh my
Give
God.
me that fourth cup.
Wait.
This.
Don't do this.
They know.
Don't.
All right,
do
this is a bit too much shaky
amount
camera
would
for me.
kill him. This was the size of Mongolian
Kill
beef.
him.
Blame
Yes.
Austin.
I don't think
Now you're on the
you've
side.
ever hung out with a dog.
Careful.
My dog is 15 pounds. That's like Farley.
Farley ate an eighth of shrooms.
Your
and
hands
was
are gonna
fine.
smell so bad. when
You're
we-
gonna smell so bad.
It's like The
fine
Office,
because we're gonna go to
exactly.
Korean barbecue
Watch
after
your
this,
fingers.
and you're coming.
Careful.
You guys are pissing me off. Look at this rotten ass onion. This is the oldest onion in Mississippi. That's crazy.
We're really,
Ooh, I'm kind of.
we're really doing science.
No,
Right
this
to
is
the video.
important because I'm not going to sit here and let men value me.
Yeah, you're really showing everybody how normal and sane women can get.
Okay, it's not my fault. You got a musty ass onion. Okay.
I don't know what is happening.
So they
with
said
that
a
onion.
cup would kill him.
They said no, a fourth cup.
You said a cup.
No,
You
they
said the
s-
first
Don't do
place
that.
said
the first cup
three?
that 3 cups. The poison control said a fourth cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm getting back. Okay. Stop laughing, Marsh. So, chill out. Okay. So the onion slices were big.
What
They were
happened
like-
in this
'cause
pig?
We're thinking Mongolian
Yes,
beef.
Scared to
Mongolian
open
beef.
this.
Right.
Oh,
And so
exactly what it
was
said.
cooked too, right?
yeah, but they were still.
Oh, you want
this-
to ask the source? He's here in chat right now. Just robbing Hassan's house.
fucking big.
That's
throwing
crazy.
stuff.
And they were separated a little bit
Yeah.
because it was they were cooked.
Yeah. Okay. Don't say gross. It's a fucking onion, you pussy.
I mean, it's just gonna smell bad.
What's wrong with that?
It does.
Fine
It
when you're
smells like an
eating.
onion. Okay, good enough.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
And
how
then-
many
that's
slices?
just onion. That's not a Mongolian beef bowl anymore. That literally doesn't make sense mathematically. Do
They're-
you think your Mongolian beef bowl had this much onion
Yes,
in it?
it did,
You are on
Hassan.
fucking crack cocaine.
Hassan,
I know it's
it
Trump's
did.
America,
Let's
but
listen.
the beef tax is not that bad that it's mostly onion on your fucking
It
Mongolian.
is.
Hold on, we're losing.
Chat, look at the bowl.
We're losing sight of
No,
where she's getting this
If your
information.
Mongolian barbecue had this much onion.
No.
Maybe that's why Ludwig didn't eat all the onions.
No, hold
no,
on.
there was 0%
Hold on,
chance that there was
hold
this
on,
much
hold on.
onion in a Mongolian beef
Hold on,
barbecue.
Hassan, you're missing the point here.
When you cook onion, they're smaller.
Yes, well, there's that.
Not
but
that
Yeah,
much
there's
smaller.
only one way to solve this.
What?
Call the restaurant, order the Mongolian beef, have it delivered here.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Marsh.
hold
Okay,
on.
text,
So now,
text
how many?
Ludwig and ask
wait,
him where
no,
it was
we're
from.
doing this math. How
I know.
many did you find?
Okay, 4.
Okay,
And
4.
it equaled an eighth a cup.
4. Cutie,
I can't believe
this
we spent an entire episode on this. That's
is,
crazy.
Like, not even half of this.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes,
it's
it is.
not.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
No,
Yes,
no.
it is.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
it is.
No,
Judy,
no.
yes, it
Stop.
is.
Stop it. Stop it. You guys know nothing about cooking. No.
It's true.
Do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me.
I'm
What it
at this
says-
point. I'm firmly on Cutie's side because I was like, that's not how this works.
It doesn't mean pressed. When it says add a cup of onion, you're not fucking doing that, are you? No.
But when you're
bozo.
measuring how
Brown
much
sugar
they
is the only
ingested
thing.
in their
No.
stomach.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Cutie, do you think
She's the only
that
person
when,
that
first of all,
is a
you're
chef
already
here.
hallucinating because that's
need
entirely
you.
too many onions on a bowl of Mongolian barbecue.
We're ordering it. Did you text Ludwig? 'Cause my
I
phones are
text
covered
him.
in
I
onions.
text him. I don't know if he'll
Okay.
text me back.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, there's 0% chance that there was a fucking entire cup full of onions in Swift's belly at any given moment.
Can we move the knife?
He's not even big enough to eat an
Scares
entire
me.
cup
Keep the
full of
knife
onions.
by you.
Can you
Austin's
put the?
afraid of
I'm
it.
afraid of
It's
knives.
gonna
It's dwindling
smell
my
the
support.
whole.
You smell.
Marsh
No,
is gonna
because
take the
next
knife.
week when we're doing the podcast, you're gonna be like, "Why does the podcast room
I've
smell
never
bad?"
complained
No,
about
you're
the
gonna
smell
say
in
that.
here.
It doesn't smell bad because I fucking make sure that I
Wait,
take all the
Austin, I'm not
trash
done
out.
with that.
Oh shit! Sorry. So sorry.
You know what?
Don't eat it. It's rotten.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Why
would you eat it raw
Why would you bring in a
anyway?
rotten onion?
That's all he's got.
Did
Why
you
would
just
you
eat
eat the raw onion?
It was also the skin.
Oh,
You know what? That makes me feel more like Swift might have eaten an entire onion.
Yes!
Because if a good,
Are you calling me a
high-functioning
dog?
homosexual man just threw a rotten onion in his mouth unprompted, this could be a death trap.
to be fair,
that
you
was
didn't know
rotten.
what besmirch was. So
True.
I thought it was just an onion for eating.
Okay, so
Okay.
you. Okay.
Okay. So I find at least 4
Yes.
slices in his vomit. You see that? That's a 4th cup, everybody.
Yeah, but again,
No!
there's a lot of air
Will,
in there.
you don't push it down. That's not how measuring works.
That's how stomach works.
I'm going to call poison control and ask them.
Okay, but
I'm going
that.
to pay another $100 to ask them.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on. Here's the deal.
we do
We're-
not have 45 minutes.
regardless of what we are debating,
okay.
Cutie received information and she acted on the information that
she
she was
received
given.
2 sets of information.
One?
One told her not to panic, and then one told her.
Yes,
that
but
she-
the one that told her not to panic told
Man,
her to
this
call,
podcast is actually entertaining as fuck. Like, I'm in it and I'm sad. Yeah, we make a good show, Austin. We make a good show.
call somebody
May
for
I ask a
advice,
question?
and that
How was
particular party
Swift's
told her to
health
panic.
in the 2 hours?
I would.
in
I don't know. I don't know podcast statistics, even though I should because I'm a producer. But like, I would argue we're in the top 1% of podcasts in the world in terms of viewership. That's something to be proud of.
between ingesting the Mongolian beef and
No,
hydrogen-
Mongolian onion.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. All right.
How was Swift behaving?
So, wait a second.
Okay.
He was fine, but onion toxicity in animals causes anemia that doesn't show up for 5 to 7 days, and then they just spontaneously die.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, fuck. Just spontaneous.
That's what I thought.
Where did you learn that?
WebMD.
Where did you learn that?
Google.
Oh, maybe you should have fucking went to Google first then, instead of going to poison control.
They
Poison
told her to
control
do
told
it.
me that, but I just was pointing at Google because he just
poison
pulled it
control
up.
told you to go to Google, huh?
No. Poison control didn't go to Google.
Why'd you say you learned it from Google then?
Because he just pulled it up, and I knew you'd only trust Google.
Wait, how much is 0.5 of 15 pounds?
I don't know.
We can figure that out
Which is roughly a third of a medium-sized onion. Does that look like a third of a medium-sized onion?
This looks like. Okay, I don't know.
Regardless, she
You
was
don't know? That looks like
I
the
called
third.
it-
Put 3 times more.
She
of
called
that.
poison
professional.
control.
Put 3 times more of that. Will that amount to a medium-sized onion?
I called a professional.
She literally called a professional and they told her what to do. I would have done the same thing.
We're listening to female voices, Hassan.
no,
Let's just
hold,
accept
no,
this.
hold on. Here's the deal.
Yes.
If you are in the care, let me put this in human. Let me translate this to humans.
To
Okay.
human.
All right. Let's say.
what?
Hold on. Let's say you go to the emergency room. They say nothing to worry about, but we are going to refer you to a specialist. You are now in the care of that specialist. You talk to that specialist. The
Yes.
specialist says, "Oh shit, you need to do something. You actually are in trouble." You listen to that specialist because you have been referred to somebody who has a less knowledge
Hey,
on that specific.
What's a doctor for an animal called? What's that specialty called?
A veterinarian.
Right. And where did she go first?
That's right.
She went to the veterinarian.
Okay.
But hold on. But what did the vet
This is
say?
this is so much more contentious than I fucking remember it being, and I was in the room. Holy shit.
That told me to
What did
call
the vet say?
specialist.
The vet said to
just
call
wait.
the
Just wait.
specialist.
Monitor symptoms
wait.
and then call
Just
poison
wait.
control if they
Yeah.
got bad.
Just wait.
Oh, really? Okay, I
Because I'm
missed
about
that
to be
part.
validated.
Mhm.
I'm just
Hit me.
saying.
Yeah.
So
Because
then,
Swift is dead.
no. So then I call. You have to call poison control back with the results. So I have to call him and tell him how much he vomited and what was in it. Okay. So you have to wait another 45 minutes.
Oh my God.
Even though they give you a callback number and a case number. So dogs are dying left and right.
Right, yeah,
There's
no
no way.
shit,
They-
yeah.
Oh my lord.
And so I call him back and I say, hey, this is what happened. They say, shoot, that's not enough vomit. You've got to take him to the vet to induce vomiting.
Oh no.
They said you have to go back to the ER.
Oh my God.
And so I go, okay. Fuck. So I go to the ER. I'm at the ER. Now it's crazy crowded. As soon as I get there, they take my dog back. I tell them what happened. They're like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so then I wait for an hour.
Yeah.
Were they panicky in their response?
Yes.
Why?
New vet. Who agreed that the first vet was wrong.
Not all doctors are good. That's why you need a second opinion.
Was he agreeing because you told poison?
She.
Was she agreeing because you mentioned what poison control had said to you?
I gave them, you have to give them the poison control case number.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just following what I'm being told by professionals.
This is exactly
I'm
what
sorry
I would
didn't
do.
Google it and gamble
So
my
I
dog's
think
life.
this dog didn't have to vomit at all.
How was
He
the
just
smell
had-
in that room? It smelled like a fucking onion.
had a
Well,
fucking-
Hassan, we're listening to female voices. I'm just trying to get the details.
He had the dopest meal of his life, only to be put through the fucking ringer
Yeah, he'll
for
never
an
eat food off the
8-hour
table again.
vomiting process like a medieval torture victim. What
Cebolla.
did you do to this dog?
She is following
I'm
instructions.
following instructions.
Okay, so
So then I'm there for 2 hours before they put me back in a room.
right.
So now we're looking at, it's about, I think it's like, this point it's like 11 p.m. Something like that. So they pull me back into the room and the vet comes in and the vet's like, hey, I'm so sorry to tell you this. Your dog needs to be hospitalized and monitored overnight. And
because of all the hydrogen peroxide you
No.
You've given your dog 3 lethal doses of hydrogen peroxide.
I'm not laughing, cutie. I was just asking questions.
They
I don't
said-
agree with what he's saying.
They
at all.
said because it's been too long and we can't induce vomiting.
Right,
And
which is what I told you that.
yeah, but what do you want me to do?
I'm just okay. Keep going. Go
If
ahead.
they would have induced vomiting when I first got there,
So what was
Then it
their,
would've been
what was their
fine.
plan?
they had to give him charcoal.
Oh my god.
Oh,
no.
They fucking
Okay. So
Okay.
they gave him
Okay.
charcoal.
So
Poor
they
Swift,
had to, So he
dude.
has to be hospitalized.
Swift is
okay?
going through it.
and they have to give him charcoal. And so they say, oh, it's too late to induce vomiting, so we have to hospitalize it, and we have to give him charcoal, and we have to monitor him all night. We have to watch his blood work, all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, like I don't have a choice now. And then I was like, well, why didn't that vet, when I came in at 5 o'clock when this happened, why didn't that vet induce vomiting? And they're like, we have no clue. They're like, she goes, are you sure you came here?
This is
Wow.
And I said,
This is where I'm getting angry.
I
my God.
said yes.
you went in there and they said there hasn't been a vet in there in 35 years.
So then,
It was a ghost vet.
they said, are you sure you came here? And I said, absolutely. And they said, well, you didn't pay a consultation fee.
Did Cutie post about it? Oh, was this before the podcast? I never saw this. Oh my god. Poor dog.
We don't have any proof.
Oh my God.
And
Oh my
I
God.
said
I'm already
the
getting
vet
mad.
told me everything was fine and to leave, so they didn't even check me in, and I didn't pay a consultation fee. She said that's against our policy, so they wouldn't have done that. And I said you can check their cameras because they did that.
Yeah, they were trying to avoid malpractice suit.
I said they did that. So what are you talking about? And then she's like, okay, I'll give you a few minutes because clearly you're worked up. And I was like,
Excuse you.
Damn.
I'm gonna give you a few fucking minutes.
Austin-
Excuse you.
Austin didn't like that one. Austin did not like that one.
Marsh, would you clear these onions? please?
Apparently, I'm the fucking maid too. Yeah, producer, fucking maid, maid to
done with
these.
that?
There's a little
Streamer
piece here as
children.
well.
Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah.
The audacity.
So then I'm in there.
Oh, I'd take him for everything they had.
A nurse brings me the paperwork.
Okay.
I
Have
fill
you
out the-
seen this new theme for Fear and? God, this better be good. Fear and, but it's the Golden Girls intro.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew,
This kind of rips.
you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Wow, that was great.
Paperwork, all that stuff.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, I forgot to eat that.
Why am I crying? Yeah.
2 bottles of water, please.
I fill out all the paperwork. As I'm filling out paperwork, another nurse comes in and checks on me, and I'm crying because I'm pissed off. And now they're telling me that my dog's life is a gamble, pretty much. They're telling me that the charcoal is a gamble because the charcoal should absorb the toxins, but if they don't absorb all the onion because they couldn't induce vomiting, we don't know if it's out of his system.
On the prerequisite, though, that there was a significant
A
amount
biblical
more
amount of onion
Of
that
course
he
you
consumed.
can.
A 4th cup onion.
If he had
I'll allow
consumed,
it.
like,
Hold on.
too much onion.
This is the doctor now making this recommendation.
Yeah, if he-
Right, but under
Christian.
But the
the
doctor
all-
doesn't know how much
Hold
onion
on,
he
guys.
eats.
The doctor, she went in, the doctor fucked up, poison control validated that, and now a second doctor is saying that we don't know why that doctor
Okay,
said
the
that.
inception point of this
Wait,
story will
Austin's
never
not VIP.
actually,
No,
like,
he-
we will never realize what the truth is unless we order that fucking Mongolian
Thank
beef barbecue.
you.
He won't text me back.
Okay.
I can text him now. My fingers aren't covered in onion.
Because once we find out that this Mongolian beef spot actually does not have a metric ton of onion in the fucking bowl, I think the story will take a totally separate.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're crying.
So I'm freaking out. They have validated that if the dog ate a 4th cup of onions, it's toxic.
right.
Okay. So I'm pissed because I'm like, they should have induced vomiting. And they come in to grab the paperwork, and she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, but like, I can get the doctor to talk to you again. And I said, I want to talk to the fucking doctor that was here at 5 o'clock that turned my dog away.
Did you describe them, what they look like and everything?
Yeah. And so then the original doctor comes back in and she's like, I know you're upset. Like, we're going to figure out who that doctor was. Like, we're going to talk. That's so against our policy. We're going to figure it out. We're going to talk to you. And I was like, okay, like, fuck. It's like 1 a.m. at this point, you know? And so then they're like, do you want to visit with your dog before you leave? And I was like, absolutely. So then they bring my dog in. And I'm with Swift, and I'm there, and I'm just like, love him. I'm
It's
just
not
like,
your dog.
I'm like crying. No. I'm just like stressed. I'm so stressed. Keep in mind, Ludwig's in Scotland. I'm all alone during this.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm all alone. I don't know like what to freaking. Obviously, I'm making wrong choices. I don't fucking know.
What's he doing in Scotland?
Sponsor. I think.
Scumbag.
Yeah.
Go on.
And so then
This is the first time I've actually got annoyed at Will in an episode. Well, that's you being
So
way
then-
too parasocial because they're all good friends off camera, and this is definitely hammed up for entertainment and all in good-natured fun.
I'm there, and then I look at my phone, and it's been an hour.
Oh.
And I'm like, you're telling me my dog has a toxic level of onions in him, and you're not doing anything, and you need to do charcoal right away to absorb the toxins, but you're not doing
How many
anything?
Patreon subs did you get just today? Our Patreon subs actually did see a boost from this episode, which is really funny. Because I think people just really wanted to see the resolution. I noticed a boost.
So then
A
I
few
walk
hundred
out
at least.
to the vet tech, and I say, hey, apparently they need to put charcoal in my dog's stomach, but they just like haven't done anything, and they need to act fast, but it's been an hour, and they're like, oh, I just got off my 10. Let me go see what's going on. I know what's going on. And so then I'm like,
Yeah, if
should I
anybody,
just
look,
leave?
if you should be getting mad at anybody, it's Ludwig for leaving his fucking trash out
this vet
and
now?
poisoning Swift.
Like at this point,
Yeah,
Like
are they
with Swift.
competent?
like, are
to-
they competent?
Yeah.
Huh?
With
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah, with Swift. Like, should I just take Swift with me
Yeah.
and go somewhere else?
Yeah,
So
like
then I'm
Cedar
like-
Sinai or
So I
something.
go back to my room.
Peter Sinai,
Yeah.
a human hospital.
Yeah.
I go back to my room. I call another emergency vet.
Right.
I tell them everything. I try to get their opinion on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, should I come to you guys? I said the problem is
Valid.
They said the
Valid.
problem is if you come to us that you have a 2-hour processing time, and they said that dog needs charcoal and 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
And they said, so you should just stay there and just get the charcoal. And I said,
Okay.
okay. So I stayed there, and they came and got Swift, and I left, and then I sobbed my little heart out in the car. And then I almost called
well,
Austin
here's the
because I was
deal.
going to say,
Is
did I,
Swift home yet?
did I make the wrong
No,
decision?
here's the
He's
deal.
home, yeah.
Cutie, let me break it down for
Uh-huh.
you.
God, Swift
Number
is okay.
one, I'm so sorry for what you went through. Number two, you're not paying that fucking bill.
I already
Such a
paid it.
politician.
How much was it?
$2,500.
Give me their number.
What? $2,500?
$2,500?
Okay.
Okay, here's what you do. You take
Guys, what do you want me to do.
We're agreeing. We're agreeing.
$500? Are you fucking shitting me?
Your
No,
dog
I
eats
have
all
to-
these onions. You're just
I have
gonna
to put
leave
my foot
it?
down. I have to put my foot down.
No, we're
You
agreeing.
are out of your mind.
We're agreeing.
What am I
No,
supposed
you
to
are not out of your
do?
mind. He is out of his mind.
Okay, I have a counter story to this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk you through it very quickly.
Okay.
I'm playing basketball with Ted Nifficent.
Okay.
Ted Nifficent sometimes fouls pretty
Ted Nivison. They've been friends for so long. He's saying his name wrong. That's crazy.
hard. He's a very strong guy.
Okay.
He fouls me by hitting me in the chest like this. Ha ha, we're laughing. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what kind of defensive move is that? He goes, this is how I defend. And he goes, ha! And he actually pokes my eye out. Okay? He pokes me right in the eye. No, just listen to the story.
I don't know
He
what this
pokes me
story has
right
to do
in
with
the
anything.
eye. Okay? I go, oh, I think you might have pushed my eye out of its socket or something. Because I open my eyes, I can't see out of my right eye. Okay?
Yeah.
And then slowly.
Hold on, stop. If Cutie are in this situation, we go to the hospital.
No, just
That's
listen.
usually what we do.
I'm gonna
That's
walk
right.
you through it.
You call
I'm
911.
gonna walk you through it. This is the beauty of the human body.
Okay.
Okay. He
think my
got a
dog's
little
a
worried.
human?
You know what I did? I didn't call the fucking government free healthcare hotline for 8 hours. I Googled it. I said, "What is it if you get your eye poked and you have blurry vision?"
It came back with you have cancer.
Okay. No, and it said that you might have had like a retina issue or something. I don't know. Like one of the nerves.
So it'll
one of the nerves
heal
might have
itself
gotten
naturally.
knocked out
Severed.
of place. And yeah, I couldn't actually. I did a couple self checks. I filmed myself looking at my finger. One of my right eye, the one that got poked out, was a little wonky. It was not moving in the same speed as my normal eye, my left eye.
We've
Okay.
noticed.
This is
And
clearly
what
a
ended up
big
happening
problem.
was,
tell.
what ended
I
up
don't know what
happening
you're
was
trying to say
initially
here.
I was seeing double. When I closed my right eye, I was fine. When I opened my right eye, I was seeing double. The right eye was just wonky, looking whichever
What does
way.
this have
What
to
the
do
fuck
with?
did you do about it?
I didn't do anything. My mom was freaking out. She's like, "You have to go to the urgent. You have to go to
Yes,
urgent care."
because your mom is a normal person.
Yeah, and you know what I did? I didn't go because it was improving over time. So I was like, you know what? I got to start the stream. And
Okay.
worst case.
So how the
No,
fuck does this
no.
apply to her
Your
dog?
Honor, Your Honor, you're human. You can vocalize what you feel. My dog can't tell me shit.
No, but I didn't actually
point,
go
Cutie.
through the process of seeking out a healthcare professional in that regard.
But if
I feel like there's a comfortable
Hold
middle
on, but
ground
if
here.
Google would have said to you that eye could cause a blood clot and
it
you
did.
could die
It did.
instantly,
It told me to go to an emergency specialist immediately.
well, then why the fuck would you not go?
Because it got better, and now I can
Hassan,
see out of my both
Your,
eyes.
That's
your
terrible.
story did
Has
not help our
nothing.
argument at any
Yeah,
point.
that didn't help you.
And may
Your side
God
of the
have
table.
mercy on your soul.
Oh, shut up! Like you would do something different. Like you would do something different.
different, but I'm not going to use that as an example of why Cutie's onion mania is not verified.
You ate a poison ball, and you don't know if you're gonna die
ball.
for 5
It's onion,
days.
cutie.
It's 50% poison.
No, it's not.
That's what they're telling me.
I'd call it a lifeline.
Can I give you my honest
Yes.
I think that given the variance in information you were receiving, you did the right thing.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
such
I
a
needed that.
fucking
Let me.
brown
Can I?
nose.
No,
that.
no, because I'm. This.
What
I'm,
was I supposed to do?
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start here, and then I'm gonna tell you the truth.
That-
Okay? I'm gonna start here, and no, because
That should be
no,
the
this
truth.
is the baseline, right?
Okay.
When your dog's health is in jeopardy, you do what you got to do, right? Here's what I think happened. I think the poison control and the second doctor gave you more credence because they felt that you were hysterical. And a lot of doctors are very worried about catching malpractice suits or having really defamatory reviews that damage their business.
But I was so chill on the call with poison control because I was like, it's no big deal. I left. They said
Well,
3
I
cups
think,
is fine.
I think the second time you I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I think the second time you went into that vet, the reason that they denied seeing you before and the reason that they handled it with such extremely delicate gloves and agreeing with all the very dangerous assertions you were making about your dog is because they knew that if anything actually happened to
March, was any of this swaying your opinion, or were you already committed? So at the beginning, I was on Hassan and Will's side because I thought it was because I was like, okay, I've seen my dog eat entire plastic toys, just straight up. While I'm not looking, I'll turn around and then half of this toy, which is like all just plastic and bullshit, is in his stomach. He's just swallowing it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then he's just good. Like he just tanks that shit. And then I realized dogs can tank a lot of shit. So at first I was kind of operating off that kind of like mindset. And I was like, oh, he probably ate a few onions. Like he's probably fine. And I have a dog. Yeah, I have a dog. I just got him. His name's Gunner. Look at him. Isn't he cute? He's at doggy boot camp right now. And so I was like, oh, he's probably fine. Cutie's overreacting. But then as the facts surfaced and as more and more evidence came to light, I went over to Cutie's side a little bit. And then he's so cute, bring him over eventually. I will. And then at this point, I'm like, I was on Cutie's side.
To Swift after they turned him away, then that they were liable.
Well, they already got a lawsuit on their hands because we're not paying that $2,500. We're taking them to small claims
I'm just
court.
giving you my honest take. But remember, I started with if you get a variance in opinion and it's your dog's
I will
health that's
call
in
poison
jeopardy.
control
Rosie,
right now.
thank you
and
for the
they'll tell me
3
a fourth
months.
cup.
Cutie, this is where they fucked up. They told you they messed up. So you already have leverage in the situation to get your money
You
back.
should
I
have
don't
not
care.
taken Swift to the vet or even fed him a biblical amount of hydrogen peroxide.
I gave him the amount poison control said
and
to
he
give
would-
him.
Kitty,
No,
think about
none
the
of
people
those
that they're
things
screwing
needed
over
to
on a
happen.
daily basis and they're paying all these medical
Because
bills
here's the
without
problem.
any justice. We
Here's
need
the
to get
problem.
that money back,
I
Cutie.
need to watch Patreon. No, let's be so
amount of
vindicated.
onion
Definitely
that-
watch the Patreon episode. There's a resolution to all of this.
that Swift consumed is not a deadly amount of onion, but you think it's a deadly amount of onion. That's where the problem starts. So of course the doctor is running off
Do you
of
have an
your
attorney?
insane amounts
Wow,
of
let's
your
not
overestimation of onions that you think was in the fucking Mongolian barbecue bowl.
But
Cutie,
you're
I think-
forgetting that I measured from his barf and it was an 1/8 cup from his barf.
I think the first thing we do is we write a letter from your attorney and we tell them, right? We say, look, this is just a warning shot. All right. And then that's how we start the conversation to know that you're serious, right?
I
You
don't
have-
want
you
to
have-
sue them.
Well, you don't have to.
How many
Okay.
days ago
But
was this?
they'll give
This
you a-
was Sunday night.
So he's past the dead
No,
deadline.
we still have to get blood. We have to keep getting blood
Sunday
work
night?
done.
Shit, it's been 6 days.
Yeah,
Shit.
we have to keep getting.
Well, you're going to need it. You're going to need I don't even know what we're going to have to do.
We're litigating.
So let me tell you what happened the next morning. So I go and I pick Swift up. As I'm waiting there, you know, when you go to the vet and you wait for your dog to come out, like the door opens, you're like, that my dog? No.
Yeah. Okay.
That my dog? No. I look up one time, that my dog? And it's a Labrador Retriever
Yeah.
on his little bed. I think coming out of surgery. He's got blankets on him. I'm like, oh, cute. Okay. You know, it's not my dog. 2 seconds behind him is a woman sobbing her fucking heart out with an afterlife care pamphlet. What kind of vet office is just wheeling
Christ.
dead dogs
Oh my
past
God.
the lobby?
Oh my God.
Isn't
Well-
that crazy?
Well, they do that.
Dogs die at the vet all the time.
yeah.
Past the lobby?
I watched
Yeah,
my
Cutie,
dog
What do
they
you
go
want them
down.
to do? Throw them out the back?
Do it
No,
in the
at
rooms.
least throw a sheet on him.
They do. They have the blankets.
Guys, there's back rooms. You don't have to do it past the lobby.
I need to admit something.
What?
I can relate and feel a lot of empathy about all this because I love Farley so much. But you have to remember, the three of you, I grew up in a farm family. So my family would just shoot pets when they got like sick. Like the idea of going to the vet.
Like if Swift ate like that amount of onions, your dad is like,
I mean,
Jesus
he would wait to
Christ.
see if the onions hurt them.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I just want to
yeah,
remind
he would
you.
wait. He would be like,
I just
start
remind-
running.
the way that my family has typically dealt with animals, not Farley, because Farley is my child, so I'm learning. But it's a different. Like we have barn kitties.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like we have
We have
cats that have
barn
never
kitties.
come inside
Yeah.
in their entire life. One that was called Zipper lived to 20. It was a mean.
And now he
cat.
produces the
I
yard.
believe
It
that.
had one eye.
Yeah.
It used to attack me at random. I lived in fear of it. I think it's still alive
Be
somewhere.
careful. Austin's gonna sue Zipper.
So I just want to. I'm trying. If my empathy seems lacking, I'm sorry, and I'm trying. You're right.
No, it's fine. I just
You're
hope
ri-
both your
you're
dogs eat
right.
so much onion. I hope your dogs eat onion.
Well, I'm not negligent.
See,
like
this
that.
is why I like cats
I don't
better.
live in a disgusting streamer house.
See, cats would never eat that many onions.
Also,
I'm kidding.
also,
I'm
have
kidding.
you seen my dog?
I talk shit.
She
What?
eats entire bamboo.
Hey,
like
Kaya, come eat this onion.
Well, your dog is 200 pounds.
yeah, my dog is
Your dog could eat
120
12
pounds. Like
onions.
she could eat a lot of onions.
Cutie,
She probably
What?
has.
you did the right thing and you saved your
I
dog's
did.
life.
So the whole point was this: is I almost called Austin at 2 a.m. to ask him if I should leave because I couldn't. Because then the other vet was like,
It's good you didn't call me because I would have told you to sue him.
I mean, you are
at
still
2
trying to litigate.
I think it's bullshit that she had to pay for that because of their mistakes. It cost her more money.
Also, why didn't they just tell you to give the dog charcoal first? Like you could have just charcoal pilled him.
huh?
I don't think.
No, I don't think it's like a dog specific charcoal.
They said they had to monitor.
My
him.
lifelong philosophy is you should leave your medical issues in the hands of medical professionals, and if whatever they suggest, you should go for.
My
My
problem,
family didn't used to take me to the hospital for like broken bones and stitches and stuff.
I think that is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only went because my dad forced me when my pinky was a little chopped
Yeah,
off.
no, you guys are weird for that.
I've told you the story of when I caught myself with a pike fishing hook, and they wanted to take me to the bar to have a fisherman pull it out of
But
my
see,
head.
that is an old-fashioned medicine.
Yeah, it's an old timey
That's
view of
old
things.
timing stuff.
I
We've
think-
My
moved
mom
on.
laughed at me. She said, "You look ridiculous." She took a Polaroid photo.
I know, but we moved
of
on past that era.
hook in
think-
my head.
I think
Now we
I'm
go to
still
the doctor.
here.
I know.
modern medicine has evolved, but a lot
Give
of
me a good leech.
a lot of this stuff. I'm not like anti-medicine by any metric. I'm not RFK Jr. Okay, but I will say a big chunk of the issues that our body has, you just knock out, you sleep it off, and you're good.
No, you're handling you have like a medieval perspective on medicine. That's what they did back in the Stone Age.
The doctors just
we have
alleviate.
Zoom care
The
and
doctor alleviates
legacy
some of
urgent
the pain.
care. And,
We also have ZocDoc.
yeah, we have ZocDoc.
The doctor
Well,
alleviates some of
that
the pain.
was a good topic.
It was crazy.
That was the entire
Guys,
podcast.
Guys, I cried so hard that I didn't sleep the whole night, and Ludwig's out of town, and I didn't want to bother either of you to drive me because then the first thing you would say is,
Why didn't
he
you
didn't
ask
eat
me?
that much onions.
Wait. Why am I not even in the question?
Because
here?
you're streaming.
Oh, this was during the day.
I would have driven.
I had to
you.
go to the hospital
If you
to pick him
called
up
me,
at 10
if you
a.m.
called me, I would have calmed you down. I would have been like, "You don't have to go to the doctor."
No,
He's already at the doctor. You live really far away.
you would have laughed.
And so I didn't want to
You would have
inconvenience
laughed
you.
at her on the
I
phone.
would have been like, "Dude, it's
French
just onion."
Polynesia is pretty far.
My eyes were so swollen from crying that I could barely see the road.
Oh my God, that I would have driven you. I don't have
I
a
was
car here,
so
but
sad.
I would have called Davide.
I was so sad.
I would have called
That's
Davide,
so
and he would have.
Why are you laughing at my sadness?
Okay.
No, I get it. I remember. I think I,
I would've
told you
gotten
guys a
your money
story of when
back.
I had to fight the fox.
Yo,
got in a
gosh,
fight
don't
with
tell me that story. It
my
breaks my
dog.
You had to
heart.
fight the fox.
Oh
yeah.
God, I know. I cannot.
I just-
cannot hear that one.
I
don't
feel
wanna hear
like
that.
this is a little bit, like self-induced.
Well, come on. Let's
story-
not open up that wound again.
Yeah.
That's a rough
the
one.
story snowballed, I think.
Okay, I've got the restaurant.
Oh, you did.
Oh God, this is gonna be.
We
such a
actually
good
get
autopsy.
the
We're gonna have
Mongolian
an
beef
autopsy
in the
Oh, God.
Patreon.
of
Onion
We
gate.
autopsy the
Onion
dish.
Gate.
There's a
Regardless, I
resolution to
think
this.
What?
I think it's irrelevant. Whatever, how many
Was it
onions in there. You
bussin'?
were
Austin thought it was
proceeding with the
delicious.
information you
Hassan
had.
thought it was fine.
Well, that's what. Because even Maya was like, maybe
I didn't taste
You
it.
just don't know.
poison control are psychos, and they're like.
I didn't
two
taste it because
on
we were
the
going to
wall
dinner
about
right
it.
after.
Can't take
And
that
she-
risk though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I was supposed to
That's
do.
the thing. When I was in the hospital with my stomach flu, they're like, I was like, "What do you recommend I do, doctor?" And he said, "Well, I think to be cautious, you should stay overnight." And what am I in the position to do?
You literally explained.
How many
to us
Patreon subs
that
did you get
it
this week?
was
Because
more
you get
so
like a few hundred.
You just wanted to stay there.
No,
Which is really
that was not
funny.
the case. That was not the
You
case.
said it sounded like
I
a
said,
nice.
"Doctor, what do I do here? What would you do, doctor?" And he said, "I would stay overnight." And I said, "Okay." And then they kept me for another night, right? 2 nights as I was shitting into a bucket. Imagine
so
that.
awesome.
How
Okay.
horrible is that?
I have another story.
Shitting into a bucket.
I have another counter story.
I'm not
for
done with
both
my
of you.
story. Shitting into a bucket
Yeah,
and having
okay,
to
you
push
explain
a
that.
button when somebody comes in, imagine meeting every nurse and the first thing impression they have of you is here's my shit in a bucket.
Could you have
All
gone
right.
to the bathroom?
There was no they segregated me away from everybody
I have
else.
another
So
story.
if you had gone home, you could have just used a toilet.
They told me
Yeah.
I couldn't. They said they recommended against it. I didn't.
Austin, I would have stayed.
Thank you.
I would have stayed.
They
Yeah,
did.
they were like, sure,
Oh,
contagious.
please.
You're there.
Okay, can I
didn't
ask
say
you guys?
I want to stay.
I'm telling you,
they kept me
the
another
greatest
night.
piece of content we could ever do is the three of you softies spending a week with my mother and just absolutely being broken. If you ever told my mom she had to shit in a bucket, she'd go, just fucking kill me. You can kill me.
I had to shit. in
Why
my
don't
bucket.
you just fucking put? Do you know how many times my mom has pulled me aside and go, William, we don't do breathing tubes. You fucking kill me. My mother, starting when I was like 13,
I
and I
respect
was
that.
like,
She's a-
Mom, I might want to do a breathing tube.
Yeah.
I'm 13. She's like, not in this house.
No, she doesn't want to be
Oh,
resuscitated.
she's
I respect
tough,
that.
bro. She's
I respect
scary.
the DNR.
I
you have to respect the DNR.
Cutie and
I
I
have
will
another
never have a
story for you.
DNR.
I have
Yeah.
another
We will have
story.
a resuscitated all. at
I'm
all-
looking for Edward
by
to
all
take a
means.
bite.
Yeah,
The
all means
year is
necessary.
2009, Coral Gables, Florida, Miami-Dade
university.
Is this
County.
another goddamn eye poke story?
Hassan Piker is in
Got a
America
stupid-ass
for the
eye
first
poke.
time ever. Hassan Piker is in
Not
America
hard enough, if you ask me.
attending the University of
Not
Miami.
for the first time ever. You were born in New Jersey.
Yeah, I know, but like for like living now in the United
Okay.
States of America. The year is 2009, Coral
Okay.
Gables, Florida, Miami-Dade County. I'm
Sure.
at University of Miami.
Sure.
After Halloween weekend, I get at the time there is a flu that is spreading. It's kind of novel. People don't know what's going on. I didn't realize that it was happening. It's called the swine flu.
Yeah, I remember the swine flu.
Yes.
I do.
A girl I
Apparent-
was hooking up with got swine flu.
So here's what happens. I
dead?
literally
no,
Well, you.
we just couldn't hang out. For
Yeah,
a
but
while.
when you go like this, it
Yeah.
means they're
They
dead.
could've
Incredible.
Yeah.
Hassan didn't turn out to be an
Yeah.
anti-vaxxer with these takes. Kind of true.
later, not from the swine flu. I am incredibly tired. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because I drank too much. I don't know. I knocked the fuck out. I can't move for 48 hours. Okay, for 48 hours, I was stuck in my room. I got up to pee one time in that entire process, and I literally slept through it. Crawled my way to the emergency room on campus, and they told me I had swine flu. But basically, that
These
first 48
stories.
hours
yeah.
was me going through the process of getting the swine flu
Yeah,
out of my
the,
body.
the hospital you went to on campus was the one that charged me $10,000.
Hassan, yeah.
that same
Hassan just wants to share his stories. He this has nothing to like. This doesn't do anything.
hospital.
Yeah. Well, regardless,
It's funny how the world works.
yeah,
Small world.
It doesn't.
world.
It doesn't matter. But my point is, you sometimes you sleep through it.
But you
and you're
did.
fine.
You went to the hospital.
No, but like no. After that, like before the hospital, I was. By the time I was able to get to the hospital, I could walk and I wasn't like dying, so it was over.
The
worst was
the
done.
older I get, the more quickly I go to the hospital.
Oh.
Like every time I get a
That's good.
stomach flu, like the last time, the one when I ended up in the hospital, I went to the emergency room immediately.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not dealing with this. That's really what it is.
And they advised you to shit in a bucket again.
No, they actually, no, they called the ambulance from they called an ambulance, and I took an ambulance ride. It was a little dramatic, but
It's
the most Austin
we're
thing
so
ever.
divided on this. Do we have any subjects that can bring us all together?
yes, I got one.
Oh,
I got one.
Bring us together.
I got one. Marsh, would you check your DMs from May 7th?
Did you order the Mongolian
Yes,
barbecue?
it's on the way for the Patreon.
Oh wait. Wait, no, that was a fake clip. The one from
I have two posts. that-
April 30th.
Google updated photo of JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes. Remember, you've all been up to date on JoJo Siwa and Chris
yeah,
Hughes.
yeah. Aren't they very cute right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
Marsh, April 30th.
No, but it's weird
I
because
sent
he's
you,
like 10 years
in
older
a DM,
than her.
I sent you something on April 30th.
Really?
She's a celebrity and she's a grown woman too.
I don't think it's weird.
She's like 22, right?
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it
but
to you
he's
again.
30.
If she was
33.
18, I'd be more weirded out. But she's like,
That second one. Look at him. Mexico getaway. After they said they're platonic soulmates. I don't know about you, but we don't cuddle like that.
well, we're not platonic soulmates.
Okay, rude. What the heck?
I mean, we're friends.
Okay,
Wait,
what's the
is
fucking
it
point?
not okay? Is she
Hey,
like?
Cat
are
Mel,
they
what's
fucking?
up?
Platonic
No,
soulmates?
I
then?
don't. I thought this was like our group
You're
thing.
the one who always said you don't fuck with me.
I don't fuck with any of you.
Yeah, but we can't be platonic soulmates.
Go
if
to,
you're
go to
gonna
slide
cuddle.
6.
I don't
you're
fuck
gonna
with
cuddle
any of you,
with
but
one of
also
us-
we're
All right.
all
You're
gonna
we're all platonic soulmates.
What's that,
We're
boss?
all platonic soulmates.
Maybe
Why
use
are
some
you bringing
audio.
up old people
No,
always?
I need to talk about something. This
Man,
is-
we're back on Frankie Valley dying.
I need to talk about something. Folks, last time, it's been a few months since we talked about Frankie Valley, and you thought that it was over. But no, it's only gotten worse. This latest video from Frankie Valley is disturbing, to say the least.
He's dressed well.
This is really bad. You thought it was bad before? Play the clip, Marsh.
Let the man die, dude.
Play-
This is
play-
crazy.
play the clip.
He's dressed
Play
well.
the clip.
He's keeping rhythm. Oh yeah.
He can't even move anything but his hands.
No.
I know. Yeah, it's. He's not even blinking.
Dude, he looks like a fucking wraith.
lip syncing,
That's
right?
crazy.
That or he's shutting it the fuck down.
No, I think he's incredible.
It's time to retire, Frankie. And who the hell is putting him on tour?
Being enjoyed.
But you
Yeah,
know what?
that's elder abuse.
Look up Frankie Valley's
That's gonna be
girlfriend.
us doing fucking name your
What?
price in 50 years.
Yeah, Frankie. Frankie Valley, Marsh, has a girlfriend that
Oh,
I believe
no.
is.
A girlfriend.
Yeah, that's really
thought he was
young.
gay.
Frankie Valley.
JoJo
So
Siwa.
what? She's
JoJo
83.
Siwa.
Like, what's really
Girlfriend.
young for that?
This is his girlfriend. Oh,
No.
is that a Photoshop? Yep, that's his girlfriend, Jackie Jacobs.
How old?
How old is Jackie Jacobs?
Probably like 60.
Yeah, okay,
I
maybe
mean,
it's not too problematic.
He's 89 though.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he's the exploiting partner in this. Yeah.
He's 60. Yeah.
Let the man get his nut off.
Ew.
There is,
Cobweb.
We'll never be platonic soulmates.
there's no way he's
Wait,
getting
out of
anything off.
all three of us,
Yeah, you're
who
in
are you
last
cuddling?
place right
Who
now.
are you cuddling with out of all three of us?
Austin.
Of course.
That's messed up. He's so coarse.
Are you kidding me?
And
I'm
so-
a great cuddler.
No, he's an awful cuddler. I'm so much
Are
better
you
at
fucking
cuddling.
kidding me?
I'm
I
cuddly.
will. Are you cuddly?
Yeah,
I am so cuddly.
like a teddy bear.
Uh,
no, you're not. You're
ew.
like,
Ew.
you shave your whole body. It's gonna be
I
like
don't shave my-
pricking.
He's gonna wear the shirt.
that.
He's
It's
not
gonna
gonna be
be
shirtless.
pricking
We're
at-
not
do you
doing
have,
skin
like-
on skin. What-
Do you have active patch on your titty? What is happening?
Oh my god, I don't want to cuddle anybody.
zit, huh? Fucking
Oh,
sue me.
boy.
Huh? Sue me.
Why the acne patch?
Because I'm healing it. Pride's next weekend, Hassan. I don't want to. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong?
We've lost it. We've become those out of touch creators. We're all insane
What's
people.
wrong with my acne patch? What's wrong with it? You act like you don't get a fucking zit, huh? Look at that.
I just don't put a star acne patch on a body acne.
I don't never gotten a
It
zit
heals
on
it,
my
Hassan.
boob like that.
I got a zit. So I had to.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's gonna catch on.
Thank you.
I think it's good.
What? These are my siblings. What do you want? I love them for them. I love them for them.
They're diving.
They're never gonna fucking change.
They're
They're too
diving
far
further into their
gone.
mania. You're giving them the worst reinforcement.
My therapist said I can't Google things. That's why I didn't Google the onion thing.
I don't have a therapist.
Crazy.
Wait, your therapist cut you off from Google?
Yeah.
So crazy.
What the fuck were you talking about before that was said?
Hypochondria. Sometimes my shoulders hurt, and then they'll be like cancer, and I get stressed out.
Kitty, what's your latest obsession with hypochondria?
I haven't had time. It's been my dog dying.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah.
but my dog isn't dead. He's
Mine
alive.
did
Mine's a
too.
brain
My therapist
tumor.
came out from Google too.
Ugh.
Wait,
Don't
really?
get me started on those.
Is this a thing?
know, I feel
Therapists
like-
How do you
do?
guys live like this?
We don't.
It's very
It's
stressful.
very
I've
stressful.
lost years.
Well, you know what? I tried taking ashwagandha. You know.
Yeah, I
And-
told you.
And then I start to feel like, I feel like good, and then I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I sleep
Is that
better.
where
I-
Black Panther's from?
No, it's
No, that's
ashwagandha.
It's a mushroom.
So I take it, and over the days, I'm like, oh my god, I feel so much better. I'm not stressed. It's a cortisol reliever, and then over the days, I'm just like, wait, I don't care anymore, and then I'm depressed.
Yeah, maybe you're
Jesus
taking
Christ.
too much ashwagandha.
But I'm just taking one pill.
Take half. You could be sensitive.
I can't cut them. It's a pill.
Well, look at the pill and see how many milligrams it is and buy a smaller dose.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'm a doctor.
Wow. On that note,
I'm proud of all you guys. You guys, you know what? We're doing all right. Kids are all right.
Keep
Wake
onions
up
away from your
screaming.
dog.
Yeah.
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 You really think it looks that tacky?
No, I think it looks
no,
cute.
it looks fantastic.
I wouldn't wear it in public.
Don't listen to her.
That's no, you.
I
should
go
wear
out like
it
this in public, so you shouldn't listen to me.
No, you look hot. You came in with a little
Oh,
skimpy
no.
skirt on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going behind the paywall. Onion Gate will be resolved in part 2.
See you,
episode on fucking Onion.
I think they're gonna love it.
see you on the other side. Patreon.com/fearand. Peace.
You said that Ludwig, when asked, that he ate all the onions. Now, you said he didn't eat any onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you to use the onions from half of this order.
Okay,
So I'm about to put half the order in a bowl,
let me make a penis first.
assuming that Ludwig really didn't
Well, why
eat.
don't you just measure all the onions and then put?
No, because
No,
that's
because
not.
he didn't eat all the onions.
They're big onions.
All right, here we go.
He wants to eat the meat. He can have the meat.
Scientific.
What a meat.
Yeah, he's tainting
This
the
is
process.
this the halfway mark?
Yeah.
Austin, show.
Yes.
This is Austin's penis.
You may eat.
Hey, ew. That's not my
Oh,
penis.
you're spilling.
It's cutie. It's bigger
I'm not
than
gonna lie,
that.
there's more onions in it than I thought. I will admit. At first glance, a lot more onions in that bitch than I thought there would be. Okay?
Oh, cinema clap. Cinema. Good episode. Good episode. Damn. I don't know. Anyway, if you want to see the resolution of what happened with that, go watch the Patreon episode. That was fucking good. I'm pretty cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Like I mentioned at the top of the stream, I am feeling kind of sick. I woke up kind of sick yesterday randomly, which is crazy because like I don't really get sick. I can't remember the last time I fucking got sick. It's been like, I don't know. I genuinely can't remember the last time I got sick. It's been fucking years. But I woke up with like a scratchy throat yesterday, and today I'm like kind of congested. And my throat is still like a little. So I'm gonna go to sleep. That's it for me. Thanks for watching with me. Nice little short stream. I'll be back at some point. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow if you guys behave, okay? If you guys ask really nicely, I'll stream tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. Love you, appreciate you. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the bits, the donos. You guys know what's up. I will raid you guys to my good buddy, my good pal. Oh, Will is live. I'll just raid you to Will because we just watched Fear End, so it's topical. Okay, goodbye. Love you. See ya.